Jesus Christ, Jordan.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another D20 live stream. I'm Big Mike. This is Sam, the production manager. That's Jordan over there in the back, who's touching my thumb in a weird way.
And I'm Jay.
Who's coming in off the screen. Now, today, first of all, announcements. Next Sunday, we will be...
Flick one.
Hang on, I'm gonna try and
Right in
fix
there.
Yeah, Sam's going to go into YouTube and fix the settings.
You ever get sack tapped on live TV?
Down I go.
Oh no.
Isn't that on the TOS somewhere?
Terms of service that you must be sack tapped at some point?
No, not sack tapped.
Anyway, how about we talk about things first?
Yeah, okay.
First of all, announcements.
Change it right away.
Next Sunday night, we will be doing a video game stream, and we will be doing BattleTech, because that got someone bought a copy of that for myself and Sam to play as a Christmas gift. Thank you very much, by the way. The week after that, which should be December the 15th?
I think.
Anyway.
14th.
14th?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, the Sunday after that.
No,
we will
Sunday is 15th, yes.
Yeah, the 15th, will be the D20 Live annual Pendragon stream, which will be showcasing myself and the 4 guests. We will be resetting the timeline. You'll find out why when you go and watch that. That'll be happening at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Also, due to YouTube's new content standards per COPPA, or COPPA, whatever it's called, we have to specifically mention now at the start of streams that we are not a children's stream.
We're not meant for children.
Now, here's the thing.
If
It
you are a
occurs to
child,
me,
go the fuck
If
away.
the FTC has to grade us, the only way they would understand that we are not a children's stream is to follow guidelines of a different medium. Now, here's the thing. I looked up the Motion Picture Association's standards for a rated R movie.
Peggy 18.
Are we like way past that?
Here's the thing. You become an R-rated movie if you say the word fuck 4 times, or
Haven't we already done that?
Right one.
or you use the word fuck as a verb.
Right, too.
So in other words, Sam,
Yeah.
at some point,
So you said-
because we are in a committed and loving relationship, I am going to fuck you. We are now,
I
and
like
fuck,
that one.
fuck, and we're done. We are now a R-rated picture by the standards of the MP, Motion Picture Association of America, of which the FTC listens to probably more than any other division.
Okay.
We also, just because we are building toys, we're not reviewing them.
We are not.
We're ultra nerds.
We
Yeah.
are mature adults, and we will say fuck repeatedly.
Yeah.
I will fuck this machine when I am done. No, I won't. But I said it in a sentence.
So
And
anyway.
We've dodged the FTC.
Jizz and cock slap.
To be fair-
motherfucker.
Even before this COPPA thing, we
Weren't.
have actively proclaimed on stream that we are not meant for children.
Yep.
Numerous times.
Yep.
But, because we have a toy on screen,
There's a chance.
there's
Yeah.
a chance that they're going to be like, hey, it's meant for children. We're like, no,
we
we're
also
not
have-
meant for
These aren't
children.
even good kids' toys. These aren't kids' toys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have sharp tools that we have to build this with.
Yeah, we're not.
No children should be building these.
FTC, seriously, we are really not meant. We were never meant for children. This is not meant for children because the thing
I
is
love
that
that you guys
no
think about
child
this.
is going to want to build their own toy.
Well, some will. But
Not-
they're like the crafty
That's
kind
an
of kids.
advanced child.
No, because hang on, let me.
What's the age say on
got
it?
one
What's the
better.
age say on it? I can't even fucking see it.
Scantily clad women.
Yeah,
They can't even
Oh
see
wait,
that.
no, that's Twitch. I can't use that for
Yeah, you
Twitch.
can't use that for Twitch.
They can't see it anyway. It was blurry.
Gathered friends, listen again to the tales of D20 Live. Also, hi Mike, hi Sam. Fuck the fucking fuckers. And now the entire chat is swearing to help get us off the FTC.
Yes, I'm really trying to find the age range for this. I don't see.
We're not
it
allowed to
anywhere.
say the word cunt. It's a dirty word here.
Oh, yeah. What's the 7 dirty words you can't say on TV?
I don't know those ones,
cunt,
but I'm
cunt,
pretty sure I've said
You
them
can
all
say
on the
shit
stream.
now an awful lot.
Also, because Sam and I only have one good pair of clippers between us, I'm going to finish up my Gau Geiger today.
Okay, we do have a second pair of clippers, but they suck.
Yeah, because those are wire clippers, not model clippers.
Yeah,
and if you
really.
want, you can switch the camera angle so they can see the difference.
Hang on. So hang on. Well. These are the wire cutters that I bought for $13, and
You've
these
learned.
are the
the
Fucking
plastic
model
cup.
cutters.
Tutorials.
So,
Put your hand behind.
another
the
point of
thing you're
interest,
trying to focus.
we are going to start working on the D20 Live survey today,
Yes.
and Sam's going to start taking notes on that. So you can all actually contribute to things and questions you want to see on that survey, and we will bring that into the Discord later on afterwards.
I would have bought my
Oh, it
own
looks
set
like a
already
fat
for
house
model
cat.
kit, except for the fact that
What? What are you doing?
I'm lounging on the couch, but I look like a chubby
Just-
house cat.
Fix your fucking posture then.
Oh, you want a chubby house cat? Okay.
I would have bought my own model kit.
Dave starts licking his own
I gotta
cock on
lick my
stream.
dick.
How are we R-rated? I can't figure it out.
I would have bought
Lick
my
my
own model
balls.
set, except for the fact that I just couldn't find any time to go down to the store that we normally would have gone to go get them. Anime Extreme, if you want to sponsor us at any time, because we will totally buy your models and make them.
Yeah, if you want to sponsor
If you
us,
want to sponsor us,
we will.
but yeah, I didn't have time to go get it, so I tried to get these stupid model clippers because, oh man, does the hobby shop that's by my place suck? They really
I
suck.
know which one you went
from
to.
the States, that's bad.
What?
At least it's not that one from the States. That's bad.
So anyway, as it stands, I'm gonna write down a bunch of stuff for the kind of questions that we need for the thing.
Yeah.
Please give me this, and I will use this fancy dancy pen that lights up. Yeah.
So yeah,
I did it
ask-
first time.
Tell us in the chat today what you would like to see us cover in the survey. We would love to get your opinion and your take on things. And I will begin by building.
Okay. So yeah. So what kind of
Two and
questions
two.
do you guys want to see?
Because you hit the
Because
camera wrong.
No, don't worry about it.
what kind of questions do you guys want to see so that way we can actually put them up on the questionnaire? Fuck is such a versatile word. 'Tis great. Yeah, not according to some people I know.
I have a book on how to swear properly at home.
Majestic.
The Victorian rules of bringing someone down.
No, it's it's literally, the book is entitled How to Swear. And it
gonna
has
take
whole
out-
sections on the usage of the different swear words.
The question is, how is the crew doing today?
Gundam.
Terror of Death is...
We're not doing Gundams today. We're doing more Go Geiger.
Oh no, just Terror of Death I think is saying he wants to see Gundam on the stream.
That's
and he has
where-
forgotten the announcement that the February 3rd weekend game will be a Gundam stream.
No, the thing that we are asking for right now is what type of questions do you want to see?
Yeah.
So that way you can answer the type of things that you want us to put on, because we will have we will have a responses there that I'm pretty sure you guys will want to vote on.
Yeah.
So I don't think people are going to understand the concept of what I'm trying to do though. Which is, feel free to do most of character creation prior to stream next week. Battletech brought over the extensive creator from the tabletop RPG.
Oh, before we go into the Battletech game, Tipsular is saying, do our character creation beforehand or do it really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes sense. Thank you, Tipsular.
Extensive creator. So there's a lot of character options is what I'm reading.
Yeah, seems like it. Okay, that's E2. Let's clip that piece down.
which one?
It's over here.
I think
It's
this is for a
Battletech.
hand, and I'm not sure.
Whoa, Battletech.
No, it's the leg. That's the...
Is that the leg?
Yeah, it's the hip and thing up.
Okay.
Because, yeah, Battletech released a tactics RPG game.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen some video on it. I kind of wanted to go in really blind for it. But Tipster is saying to do a character creator beforehand, because apparently it's supposed to be really good. Like, and I'm curious to try it out. So, how are you two doing on this fine frozen Canadian winter?
The ice is sharp. It's traveling sideways and it's like little knives.
Yeah, is it freezing rain or is it hail technically what we got today?
Earlier it was freezing rain and then it turned to sleet and now it's hail.
Okay.
Yeah. Thornberry was saying she lost the roof of her gazebo.
Oh,
Jesus.
geez.
No.
Was you saying it in our Discord or the D20 Live Discord or Doc's Discord?
Doc's one.
Oh.
Just as a little sort of
Funny thing happened. My gazebo decided to go.
funny but not so funny.
Yeah.
Awkward silence.
It was
My favorite
literally
kind of
2
silence.
seconds.
My favorite kind of silence is the awkward kind.
So, well, what did you guys get up to since last we recorded? They actually just got a Ravenloft episode up.
We did.
Yeah.
Was that the 8th?
Yeah, that was the 8th episode. That was when you guys went to the chapel.
The chapel is where the good stuff starts. I really am very excited about showing the 9th and 10th episodes as well.
Oh, those were nuts.
Those were good ones.
Because, yeah, you guys, it shows what happens when you guys broke through that barrier.
Yep. So,
11 and 12 are good, too. I like this entire block of episodes we've been in.
yeah.
The basis of the survey would be ranking the streams, what games... Okay, hang on. Ranking the streams, what games we want to see in the future, systems we want to try. Okay.
Yeah, we would probably want to rehash a lot of what the old poll was like, if we still have that kicking around.
Oh, yeah, we still have them archived. I just wanted to make sure the fans had more input this time, if there was any games they wanted to see on the list, or settings they wanted to see on the list, or just questions in general they wanted to have on the list so they could have more input. You know, open it up.
Hey, Esteban.
Hello, Esteban.
Hi.
So, I have now built a hip. You can see it right here.
You have to put it behind your hand so that way they can see it.
Like this?
Yes.
The
Instead
hip?
of a focus.
Yeah, it's a hip.
What side of the hip?
I don't know yet.
Is
The leg is not yet built. I think this...
Tragically a hip? Oh! Canadian content.
is the worst. It's the fucking worst.
CP 2020.
Only because it's you.
Okay, I will make one note. If you have sent us a book,
It will be on the stream.
It will be in the stream next year. Like, all those books are getting done. We're just filling out, like, all the extra stuff. Plus, more than a few, because we're going to be doing more streams next year, more than a few of the team will be running games as well.
Yes. More people.
Yes. And maybe more new staff.
Who knows?
Who knows?
You might see some old favorites.
Become
new favorites.
permanent members of the staff and run their own games. Who knows? I don't know.
What?
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 What was that loosely alluding to?
I don't know. They'll find out.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, also, we will not be going to MagFest.
Yeah.
Sorry. We could not make that happen this year.
Just
Boo.
because of the timing they had for MagFest this year, because like MagFest this year is like the 2nd.
It starts on the 2nd and ends on the 5th.
Ends
so
on the 5th, and I'm
there
like,
was no
there's
way.
no way that we can get from where we're gonna be to MagFest
Where is that?
in
Maryland. It's an 8-hour drive. In peak post thing. Oh, here's a question. More games next year. How many are you planning on doing? We're going to do the one every month, with the exclusion of July, but we're going to have a couple months that are going to be double months. We're going to do a test month in February and see how that goes. And the more it works and the easier it is, the more we'll do it.
Something to say about my game?
Yeah. Do you have anything to say about your game, Jordan? Promote it.
There's a couple of things. So basically what we're going to be doing is it's going to be a very story-based system. From what I understand, it's very rules light. So they'll kind of let you guys do whatever you damn well please. Mm-hmm. There's going to be some hard and fast rules. So the game is going to be based on what the 80s is imagined it could have been, instead of the disappointment that it was.
Oh my god, okay.
So basically it's going to be very synthwave, very vaporwave, very like lots of neon and sunglasses and mustaches and Vice City shit, and like it's going to get a little bit, it's going to be very stylized that way. So there's going to be some hard, fast rules. Every man is going to have a mustache.
Hell yeah.
Every one of them. Doesn't matter who you are.
There's varying degrees of whether it's Handlebar or
Exactly.
Burt Reynolds.
Or like the Walrus, or like the Inventor.
Does every woman
Or,
run in slow motion?
Pardon?
Does every woman run in slow motion?
No, I'm not a sexist. Every woman is slow motion, men are normal. So
That's favoritism right there.
don't ever run. It will always be twilight all of the time. The sun is always perpetually setting, but never quite makes it, regardless of the time of day. So you wake up, it's like twilight. You get to work, it's sunset. Like, it just doesn't matter. Like, the sky is always like an orange turning to like violet.
That's a wild pollution you got there, bud.
And every vehicle, regardless of what it is a convertible. So, like, we're talking cars, monster trucks,
Family sedan.
family sedans, garbage trucks, fucking diesel trains. Everything's a convertible.
Wood panel station wagon.
Convertible.
Just imagine a convertible all the way back.
Yeah, so it's gonna be amazing. And I'm looking into getting props.
Yeah.
For the game.
Oh, the candy.
Oh, candy!
Hey!
Sam has...
Gross ass candy.
Hey Mike, what are your thoughts on the Japanese G1 Transformers continuity as a whole? It got real weird. Because I like a lot of the toy designs, and I wish we'd had a proper Transformers season. By the way, before I go further into a Transformers...
Oh, what is that?
It's the racer head.
Giant rock.
It's a what?
It's a rocket.
Yeah.
That does not look like a rocket.
I know, it looks
It's
like
a
a
racer.
tampon,
It's
but
a racer.
it pops off and it's a giant rocket.
Okay.
It's I'm not
Giant
going to
rocket.
bother explaining it to you. You're not going to appreciate it.
Once you put the rocket thing on the back end, then it'll
he's
go.
still no, he's not. So who gets the candy? Yeah,
Dave can eat the gross candy.
You get number 2.
that is the second one, dude. You had the one last time.
Yeah, you had the one last time.
The storyline gets really wonky at times, but I love the mechanical designs that came out of that period because of the fact that, and I specifically love Star Saber's entire. Uh-oh. Is he okay? He's kind of humming and hawing about it.
Like, it's pressed sugar. How bad could this get?
It's gone.
Oh, no. There's many more chemicals in that.
Be free.
What kind of gum? Describe the flavor.
Kind of lemony.
It's normal.
Tiny piece of gum.
Yeah.
I
And
want to send this down.
I swallowed it.
the flavor's gone.
Okay. Well, that was fast.
Yep.
Well, they try to take it to Flavor Country, but Flavor Country's only a mile long.
You Flavor Town?
Whatever.
Isn't that Guy Fieri's...
Well, Kai Fieri has Flavor Town, but Flavor Country is just a more...
No, that's for cigarettes.
That's for cigarettes.
Oh.
I'm in Flavor Country, says the 5-year-old chain smoker.
Let's see.
From the Oblongs.
Oh, that was such a good show.
It was so weird.
I once had 12-year-old MRE gun.
Ew.
Oh, God. Those are
MREs
military...
had gum?
Apparently. Well, they keep you salivating, right?
I guess.
Wow. I want to get a British MRE, which is just like
Pathfinder
add hot
Second. To know how different Pathfinder Second is, okay.
From first, it's very fucking different.
Yeah. It's a lot like 5e. So
It's a lot like 5th Ed. Like,
Which
it's like
is-
they stole a lot from 5th edition.
Yeah, which is... Why am I holding your horrible clippers?
Why are you holding my
But,
horrible
like,
clippers?
not in a bad way. Like, it's very...
It's basically 5th Ed for people who who don't like 5th Ed.
Yeah?
Like if you had problems with certain aspects of 5th Ed and you wish the system was more rounded out and you had more comprehensive rules that worked, I would say play this edition.
Can I
It's
start
like
working
Path-
on mine too?
It's
What?
basically
Can I start
Pathfinder,
working
but
on mine
easier to
too?
get into.
Okay.
Because we did end up doing it okay last time. It's
Okay.
just
Like, it's less chunky, it's easier to get into, the character sheets are more streamlined.
Which,
It's
5th Ed
just
or
I can-
Pathfinder Seconds?
Path second.
I can write things too at the same time.
Sure. Just let me finish this clipping.
That's fine.
Like,
It's
Pathfinder
just-
has always been Dungeons and Dragons, but if Dungeons and Dragons was a video game, it got patched by a mod team that wasn't part of the initial company.
Hang on.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's not terrible at all. Like, it's a good system. It's just I haven't played enough to really fall for it yet.
Which second?
Yes.
Okay.
But from what I have seen, it's I don't know. It's just generally more dynamic.
Then
Like I like the crunch of first edition Pathfinder because it's so like D&D 3.7.
Imagine 5th Ed but with Baldur's Gate proficiency system.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that. Yeah. I see what I mean.
It's not a bad system, man. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. I think it's quite good.
Yeah.
I need to get in. I need to dig into it more. I need to borrow Devin's book because I haven't figured out how multi-classing works in it, which is really my main issue. That's one of the reasons why I love first edition Pathfinders because multi-classing is very easy, where you just pick a different class. Like you pick whatever you want. So that level of
I'm
customization
gonna
is
need
really
you to
good.
sit there. Corey. Just
Well, here's the thing I feel. Like, me personally, I have no desire to play second because I have always had an issue with that proficiency modifier.
Sure.
Because to me, it feels like it takes a lot away from that customization of your character through a point buy.
Okay.
of skill points.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Okay.
And there's, like, I get it. I functionally, and I've said this many times, I get it. I get why I get why it's easier. And I fully respect and appreciate the design aesthetic that it makes character leveling and advancement easier, but I still like a character that's built my own, because I'm very big a point buy guy.
Sure. I am absolutely with you on that one.
Yeah.
And that's probably the only downside to it that I've seen.
Yeah, is it still uses that kind of thing.
However, they do fix a lot of things that I do regularly bitch about first edition.
Oh no, like I've said many a time, the back end of second is better than first in every way. But if they gave me a table, which granted would just be that number again matched with and that it's plus or minus certain values, right?
Well,
depending on the class.
My ideal would be some kind of combination of the stat system from one and the ability system from the second one.
Yeah.
Like, they made like spells much more viable in the second one than they did in first.
Sam, Mike, have you guys been watching any of Kamen Rider 01? And if so, what are your thoughts on it?
I have not. I gotta get back into Kamen Rider though, because
We've been having a Kamen Rider
Dry spell?
Not a dry spell, just a sabbatical. Because if you watch too much Kamen Rider at once,
you get sick of it.
You do kind of get sick of it. So it's just like, look, we need to, because we went from Den-O straight into build, and we were like, we can't handle this because build was so slow for the two of us because Den-O was so fast, right? And we're like, it gets really hard to finish.
Let's see here. Who here remembers the mess of 4th Ed's D&D multiclassing?
Nope.
I drink to forget, but I always remember, and I don't drink.
I never touched 4th Ed. I know nothing about it.
You are happier.
The MMO that they made based on 4th edition, which actually wasn't too bad, because it was an MMO and not a tabletop game.
Like, it was... Like, I know a few people who are like, I started in 4th and I'm okay. I'm like,
yeah,
no,
probably.
But at the same time, and they get really defensive about 4th edition when you're trying to say, that's so great, but there's other games that you really should be playing if you have enjoyed yourself at all in this experience. And they get very defensive about it. Yeah. Which is always how that argument goes down. It's like, I had a great game. It was fun, and I had...
You need it?
If you don't need it right now.
Well, no, because I was about to start, but it just... That way I can make it so that way it's
you
as long
can
as
start
possible.
on any system, you'd be fine. I mean,
yeah.
Whatever system you start on will ruin you for other systems for the rest of your life.
Yeah, it's just be willing to admit that there are flaws with your system.
Oh yeah.
But the D&D fan base, my God, do they get ugly if you say there's something wrong with that system?
There's flaws with every system.
Like, I got started on Bessim, and I love it to bits, and I always will.
Sure.
There are
many things wrong
with that system. The magic system is a pile of shit and should be lit on fire.
So a flaming pile of shit.
Yeah, and it's so easy to break the system because you can get something that literally says all your attacks do an extra 10 damage.
Okay.
And there's another one that says you get multiple attacks.
Oh boy.
And you literally have to go to your players and say, when you get to a certain point in my game, you can have these.
Okay.
And you can. And the rest...
So you have to, like, gatekeep that stuff.
You have to gatekeep some of it. Otherwise, everyone is just going to take max damage times 5. You'll have 50 extra damage.
See, this is why I think that it works so well for Persona, because I've modified it so that way, like, the players don't have access to it until they find that persona. And I'm like, oh, that works so much better than anything else that I've been trying to do.
Yeah.
If I want to play 4th again, ever again, I'll get 13th Age. I like that. I gotta look at Fantasy Age, and I have to look at 13th Age.
Yeah, like, there's downsides to every system, because otherwise, if there was one perfect system out there, then that's what everyone would be playing. You know what I mean?
Well...
And that system is Lancer.
Okay.
Speaking of
I like Lancer, too.
Says your fucking textbook.
They condensed it.
You can do a 2-year course on this book alone.
Yeah, you can.
No system is perfect except for Shadowrun 2nd Edition.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I don't know. I'm really digging the new Cyberpunk Red book.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot. And it didn't help the game that we had.
Well, the game that you ran.
Yeah. Should we talk about that game?
On Friday, we absolutely should talk about it because it's majestic.
Okay. So, on... Just kidding. The house is a convoluted mess. I know. Tard fan.
That's why we all had a good laugh.
We'll laugh about it. We're not...
We've all been on the receiving end of second edition Persona run before.
So what happened was I wanted to run a cyberpunk game for a while, but I could not think of a plot, and I didn't want to do the generic fixer, you got a job plot.
Go do the job.
Go do the job, go home. Because we've done it enough times here at D20 Live, and I just didn't want to start that way. I wanted to have more fun.
Counter on the edge of his seat. It's funny. What did you do, Mike?
So what happened was I told them all, listen, all you know, I just pick the characters you want from Red. I don't know why I'm looking at you guys. You were there.
Yeah.
We're my leg's falling asleep, so let me just stretch it out.
We're collaborating.
You can lean back more.
People in this story.
So you ran the built-in Red from Jumpstart. Yes, I did, because the rules were easier for a one-shot. So, thank you.
Well, I tried.
Oh, just going to do this.
We're best friends now.
Oh, you are inches from his dick.
Okay, I have other body parts, you monster.
So, anyway, so I start off with Sam, who was playing a rocker boy. Mm-hmm. And she says, I say to her, so you're actually going to, your ex calls you for a job up at his office during Christmas, because it's Christmas Eve and they're having their office Christmas party. She says, okay. Oh my God, my legs are in agony right now. And she says, okay, well, what's my ex's name? Ellis. What's his office called? Nakatomi Plaza. And so I ran them through Die Hard. Not a game where it was like Die Hard. I had Hans and Carl.
Carl Jr.
Carl and Al Jr. I had Al Jr.
There were clips from the movie.
We threw in clips from the movie. They saved Takagi, actually.
Yeah. So, I jump-started that fucking thing.
Yeah. Try the champion system once, but a day making a character. Well, boy, that's the system for you. Oh.
Yeah, so we saved Takagi.
Yeah, you saved Takagi. You tormented Hans Gruber.
Tormented, like it was brutal.
It was brutal. You murdered so many of his men right out the gate. And then I had to start using
quotes.
To be fair, the reason why it went so deep, so different than the movie, is because there was only one John McClane and there was 4 of us.
And you had guns on you.
So it was already wildly counterbalanced.
I was the John McClane analog.
Yeah, because you were the
I was
solo.
playing a solo.
So there was you, but then there was also 3 other people with guns.
Yeah.
And so when an
entertainer, a mechanic / maintenance person, and Scott.
Yeah, whatever Scott
was. He was a nomad.
Yeah.
He was a nomad separated from his car, and he was doing very well as a nomad separated from his car. But still. So, also, I have completed a foot.
So basically what ended up happening is, if it was just John McClane character...
It would have gone
because then 2 guys coming up out of an elevator would have been a really big threat.
Yeah.
But it turns out that 2 guys coming up out of an elevator, and then 4 of us with shotguns staring them down... We paint the inside of the elevator with those 2 guys.
Like a Jackson Pollock.
You killed Carl right out the gate.
Okay, and then killed his younger brother, Carl Jr.
Yeah. It was just like, wow, I have Carl's stats. He just went shotgun! Nailed him in the face.
Not even, like from across
Shot
the room.
through the heart!
Oh, if only it was through the heart.
You give love a bad name.
I shot him through the face.
Shot him in the face. Right in the fucking
Clean
melon.
off.
Seriously, how has Dom
reacted to the what face meme in Discord? I don't even think
he doesn't know yet.
He knows
He doesn't know yet.
I tagged him and everything, but Dom's not a big Discord guy, so I don't even think he's noticed. But we will be damn sure to tell him in person, because that sounds a lot more entertaining.
Dom.
Dom, look, Dom.
We're making fun of you.
We're making fun of you so much all the time.
Why? Cause.
Why not?
Because you're adorable.
You look a weird plushy man.
Glad to help with that and any D20 Live questions in the future. I will get you up to it, Solar.
Friggin' claw machine.
But yeah, no, it was absolutely hilarious. They turned on the sprinkler system and controlled the light switch and had it play to Darude's Sandstorm.
And then we yelled through the intercom, "Who's the terrorist?"
We killed Ellis.
You didn't kill Ellis. You drove Hans crazy when Ellis called. Because Ellis does the call to his ex and is like, babe, no. But, babe, come on, stop it, right?
Little does he know how much I fucking hate Ellis.
And just starts a solid 5 minutes of this game is Sam bitching out Ellis.
Like it was
amazing. It was withering.
There was feeling behind it.
Yeah. And it's just by the end of it, she's like, Hans, just kill him, Hans, just kill him, Hans. And it was just me frowning, and somehow I channeled Alan Rickman perfectly.
You did a really good job at
Thank
channeling Alan Rickman. Like,
and
he was
just
pretty dead on.
him apex
German
frustrated.
Alan Rickman.
Actually, I don't know. After a while, he just starts being Alan Rickman. The
Yeah, that's
German
true.
part just falls right off.
And they're looking at me. It's just like, Hans, please, Hans. He locked him out the room.
Man,
Oh.
I sure hope that wasn't a hostage.
Damn, you were screaming Bon Jovi lyrics in the chat now, you monster.
Oh no!
But yeah, no. 2 hostages died as opposed to just Ellis.
It's not even his best song either.
And you had to make it a fucking pregnant woman, so it's a twofer.
That was awful.
Oy.
I needed to make Hans scary. You weren't taking him seriously anymore.
And what happened to your character?
Oh my god, so...
I forgot about that!
So we've been fucking around largely with these guys for so long. We'd be like
Whittling down his numbers.
like they're all on the 30th floor and they're camping out and holding hostages and doing terroristy things. And we're like running up and down the stairwell to the 32nd, 33rd, 31st.
Getting our Stairmaster badge.
Running into the 30th floor, realizing 6 dudes with SMGs were staring at us, and we run back the other way. And so, of course, because we're morons, they booby trap the door to the 30th floor with like some kind of landmine.
No, it's just C4 with a wire on it.
C4 with a wire
Oh
on
yeah,
it.
C9.
So, Dave-
It's 5 more deadlies.
It is 5. C9 is 5 more deadlies than C4. 5 more C's.
Yeah.
For catastrophic. Anyways, so Dave goes through the door, and Mike tells him, "Hold on, you hear a clicking noise and feel pressure against your leg." So Dave has triggered the tripwire, but the bomb hasn't gone off yet. So Sam, of course, plays Country Road from Golden Circle.
From Kingdom Hearts and Terror. And it's just like, Country Road. And then everyone's like, why?
You missed us
Almost
yelling.
heaven.
So we're all screaming at each other. I'm like, "Hold on, Dave, hold on. I'm a tech, I can do this." Like, don't trigger the trap. My first fucking instinct was to just run away. And leave to his face. And I was like, no, I'm not a monster. We've been through too much terrorist murder to not be friends at this point. I gotta save you. And so I go down, I try to fix it, and I get a critical fumble it.
Country Road.
So the fucking
Take me home.
So the fucking mine goes off
In your
To
face.
the
in my
place.
face. Straight up kills me dead.
Have
Dave
a
walks through with his goddamn
I
armor.
tank it.
He tanked it. My first initial instinct was the right one. I should have just left him. I would have been fine. He would have been fine. Everyone would have been fine.
Oh my god.
This shows to show you, chat, cowardice is the way.
But yeah, because Dave's legs were modded to hell and back, and he had just enough hit points
And armor.
and armor
To be able to fucking tank.
I could have just walked away and we both would have
a
been fine.
C9
Yeah,
explosion to his
yeah.
legs. He walked out of there looking like hell, though. You were near death.
Oh yeah, I was looking like John McClane at the end of the fucking film. No shirt, blown to hell feet,
Covered in blood.
Screaming.
Like sheeted in blood.
and
Just screaming.
cybernetic limbs.
Hans!
Because you killed my buddy.
I went against my instinct and I paid the ultimate price, and now I've learned a valuable lesson.
And he was painted all over the stairwell wall.
I was. It was disgusting.
It was pretty bad. And thus I was fueled with more drive to end Hans.
Yep.
Even though I'm pretty sure it was Sam that got the kill.
No.
Well, technically, you shot him out the
technically.
window.
No, you talking about Mike killed him.
No,
You
you
just
shot him out.
cinematic.
You shot him out the window.
The movie at that point.
No, what happened was Dave shot him out the window.
Yeah, he grabbed onto Holly.
Grabbed onto Holly.
God damn it.
Shot him out the window, and at that moment, Hans grabs her by the arm, as per the movie.
Yeah.
And Sam rushed, but because Dave could not move that fast because his legs were fucked up.
Yeah.
I
And Scott was like,
Germans blew my knees off.
Scott was somewhere else. I couldn't remember where he was. And then what happened was is that because since the rocker boy has a garrote apparently in their thumb, I just garroted his hand off, and then
Bernie
he
the Monic style.
Yeah.
Laser garrote in the hand.
Just
So she's like, fuck it, take his arm right off. And you're like, whoa!
She's like, what are you going to do? And I thought she was going to go for the watch. She's just like, I'm going to run his hand off, Mike. I'm like, well, I can't.
What?
I can't argue with that.
Can't argue with progress.
It's just like, all right, well, let's go to the last scene of the movie.
So Mike fucking plays the movie for us because Alan Rickman falling out a window.
It's not Christmas. It's not Christmas until Alan Rickman falls from Nakatomi Plaza.
It's true.
There are rules to this thing.
Yep. And yeah, we had a great night.
So, long story short, Die Hard may be a option in the survey this year for a con game.
Just saying.
Just saying. Might be an option for a con game where they just do Die Hard with Cyberpunk.
Also, it lends itself very well to modern setting RPGs.
Yeah.
If you just want like a one-shot, you can get through a lot of it in a night.
Also, holy crap, is Die Hard wiki to hell and back. Because I learned everything I needed to know about that movie, what was on every floor that John had attacked anything on.
The hardest part about doing that game at any kind of con is going to be trying to avoid them just metaing it all to shit and back.
Or trying to follow the script too closely.
I would tell,
because we went off book,
yeah,
and it was legendary.
It was amazing. I think I'd have to put more terrorists in just to make it a little more challenging.
Yeah,
double the terror.
Yeah,
it make them not assault us through an elevator.
Yeah,
well, because the problem was I didn't have maps.
Point. We call that a kill box.
Yeah,
literally a kill box.
It came up with terrorists. We sent it down with corpses.
I would need to do full blueprints of the entire layout of those 5 floors of Nakatomi Plaza.
Yeah,
just to make sure.
Probably exist.
There is for one floor.
Okay.
The problem is that it's based on an actual building, so they don't want to give out the blueprints to the actual building.
Yeah, it's probably also based on like shooting schedule. Or like sets.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. If I was you, because it's so in the future and whatever, I would do it up with like there's gotta be jetpacks and like air infiltration.
I had super jump.
They come in like with wingsuits.
Tipsler's just really.
Oh my god, that would be great.
Tipsler's just really in right now. It's like, I want in. I want to help. I want to help. I want to help.
This is my jam.
This is my jam, Mike. I gave you that book. You did. I want to see it. I want to see Mike make magic.
Cyberpunk Red is a lot of fun.
Oh my god, so much fun! I cannot wait till that full book comes out.
No, I now know what I'm doing for a Christmas one shot.
Do it!
Go, Jack!
Absolutely do it. It's a fun. It's
Holy
so much
shit,
fun.
You know, it'd be amazing.
And give out like Christmas hats to everybody.
You could do Die Hard but reversed.
Oh yeah, well you're the bad guys.
No, I mean, well, yes. Whoa, hold on.
2 ideas here. Light bulbs. What are these ideas?
That's not what I was thinking, but I love it. But if you do it reverse, where instead of like a tower, it's a dungeon, and you do it in fucking Pathfinder.
Wait, who's having their Yule Day Christmas party?
30 floors down in a dungeon? I don't know. Shut up! It's.
Are you kidding me? This is where the enchanted beer flows like a mighty river.
It doesn't have to make sense.
Dwarves.
Dwarves.
Sold.
There we go.
Done.
A little, sorry, so that way we can people can actually see what we're doing, because I'm all the way back here.
Yeah,
I realized, and Mike is over there.
Sorry.
Jeez. Anyways, that'd be
we're
funny.
2 house
You could do that whole plot in anything.
Yeah. You could do it in levels of a space station.
Oh, that'd be frightening.
Oh my god. Starfinder.
That'd be so frightening.
There you go.
Is that going to be my thing now? I just do versions of Die Hard in different fucking settings, like on a pirate ship.
You could totally do it in like a galleon.
Yeah, like a major galleon.
You could do that. That makes sense too.
Titanic on Die Hard on Titanic.
Oh no!
Wait, is the USS Nakatomi?
Yes! Oh my god!
Set during World War II. It's a battle cruiser.
Die Hard is in the Underdark with Drizzt as Alan Rickman.
But he has to sound like Alan Rickman.
We're obligated to kill him.
I believe in the peaceful solution, and I am crying over the outcome that has brought us here.
Like, no one knows what Drizzt sounds like, so he very likely could be Alan Rickman.
Yeah, you don't know what the dialect of friggin'...
Sounds like Matt Mercer with his balls cut off.
Well, now you can do a great impression of Matt Mercer with his balls cut off.
No, not cut off, but with one of those chip clips on him.
Yeah.
I don't want it to form.
Or like elastic band tied one too many times.
Ah!
because
so cool.
not to take a too big a shit on Matt Mercer, but the guy's entire speech
We do like to make fun of him, though.
yeah, his entire way of speaking sounds to me exactly like Drizzt,
We like to make fun of him because he's an easy target.
and he's
He looks
famous, and he's never going to hear us.
He looks like he'd be a good sport about it.
Does he?
Yeah. I like to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Always
But also,
revenge
it's
comes
because
with
we're all
the dungeon.
slightly jealous of his success, too.
Yeah, that's it.
A little bit.
Die Hard in the Star Trek or Star Wars universe.
I was going to say Star Trek.
Well, that's kind of already happened, though, hasn't it? The few times the Enterprise gets taken over.
Yeah, a number of times, actually.
It's
Yeah.
just
They get taken over, like, a lot.
yeah. Except it's done that Star Trek-y kind of way,
It
where
makes you wonder about the
where they're like,
security
we have to
on,
be better people about it, and it's like, but you have phases, go have fun.
Die Hard on the Death Star. Or would that be, like, Die Star or Death Hard?
Death Hard.
Technically, we did that already for D20 Live. That was our Star Wars game.
Die Hard in a 40K. Oh,
Except
no,
the
they just
entire
would have
building was stuffed by
Homie, Die Hard in a 40K building, they would have just, like,
Shot the building.
They would have just nuked the building.
It's like, oh, you have hostages?
We don't care.
Yeah, that's just
But they have the entire supply of unguents. We'll make do.
No!
the building
The
on-
Unguents! It's Cat P WD-40 in, like, a see-through spray bottle. That's what we went with that time.
Yep.
We needed the ammonia! It's a cleaning product!
2017.
Everything stinks.
The cappy is actually the smell of nanites. That's why
Ew.
nobody likes working with them.
Hey, what
Yeah.
do you think about these claws? Do you think I sanded them down nice?
No, the Unguents.
It's fine.
Send in the space race. They walk in, don't care there's hostages, just gun down everyone in their invincible fucking armor.
No! It's not hostages, it's relics!
Oh,
That's something they'd stop for!
Yeah, that would
Oh,
be
It's a bunch of Chaos guys, 4 Space Marines. Oh god. That's all 2020's gonna be is Die Hard games. Fuck!
2020
we
is
tried
the year
it
of
every
Die Hard.
different way.
we can just do 2020 being just Die Hard games in every system with different variants, so that everyone kind of knows what's happening going in. And what kind of weird, fucked up shit is going to happen this time?
The year we died hard.
There's a lot of traction here. I think we could probably.
We've
I know
become the
we're
Die Hard
joking, but I
channel.
kind of wish we weren't joking a little bit.
Oh man, we should write like a semi-weekly or a weekly, just a blog post, a couple of paragraphs.
How to make Die Hard this.
How to make it for this system. How to make it for this system.
To be fair, we could make a lot of money that way, not gonna lie.
I'm working on a map pack for you funny folk. Have fun! Oh, Tim Siller, you beautiful man!
Oh man, that's gonna be cool.
Oh.
But
Die Hard across the D20 Live universe just simultaneously
'Cause
happening.
it's like it's a
Because Puck
multiverse,
just
so
likes
it's
the
just-
movie so much.
He's like, I fucking love it.
oh my god,
That's the
Oh my
reason
God.
why, 'cause Puff's
how
just
many
like-
cars are on the Penetratus?
5 now.
Imagine he had like 35.
How about we just make it 5 cars on the Penetratus?
Yeah, because it's
It's
just
And you have to-
just Die Hard on the Penetratus is what you're trying to say, right?
Yes.
Okay.
okay. But what point does Die Hard?
He's
end?
trying to kill all the Sabus.
that monster.
Okay, to be fair, you could you could literally run your fingernail over the hard varnished floor of the Penetratus and Nauticus would want to take you down. Okay, now it's war, you little whore.
Whoa.
Yeah, he dropped the fucking filter when he real
I
mad.
thought of a hilarious Mechanicus maintenance rite called the Rite of Percussive Maintenance, which ends with the guy pulling a massive 2-handed version of Aspergillum.
That's a hammer.
Oh, okay.
Right
Die Hard, but with the cast of Archer.
Oh! We had a
That's
couple of
just
moments
Archer.
like that.
The
On
right of
Friday.
percussive maintenance does exist in real life. You just smack it and it works.
Yeah, it was from the age where dust would collect on shit, and you hit it hard enough, the dust falls off.
Oh, is that what happened? I just hit things.
Yeah, it's called the right of percussive maintenance.
It just has a much.
Oh,
fancier name.
Omnissiah, bless this machine! Smash!
All the dust would jumble. And
Yeah, that's just Archer.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's just Archer. I'm pretty sure.
Die Hard with Archer is just Archer.
Yeah. But we had a couple of moments like that on Friday. Suppressing fire!
To be fair, we didn't duct tape a pistol to the back of anybody.
No, you didn't.
No.
And I have completed another leg.
Still.
I did.
That's
I
funny.
did. I did get my yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, though.
Yep.
You forced it into the dialogue.
Hey,
did.
it worked.
Well done, though. It was
You-
well done.
You crammed it into the dialogue with a shoehorn.
Yeah, we sent guys. The 2 guys we sent down that we killed. That we opened up their shirt, wrote, "Now I have a machine gun, ho ho ho."
Yeah.
And then we put one, because there were 2 guys, to make it harder for us, we put one of their hands in the other guy's back pocket.
Yeah.
Because what are they going to do?
So dumb.
They're terrorists and bank robbers.
The link will be sent in 12.
Jeez. 12 minutes, 12 hours. 12 days?
I don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
The 12 days of Christmas?
Dylan was one of those sticks with the hollow ball at the end. They fill it
On
full
the
of water and they
first day
sprinkle it
of
on people.
Christmas, Tipsler gave to
Bonk.
me.
Bonk.
Maps from Nakatomi Plaza. Oh, well, actually, I did the cadence
12
wrong.
minutes.
Maps of
Nakatomi Plaza.
Stop it.
Okay, I need A4.
And maps of Nakatomi Plaza.
I said stop it.
Hey, it's only 5 floors.
Slap you. Ah!
You want
Ah!
No, not right. Do you not nudge me while I'm working with plastic parts?
Sorry.
You're not that sorry.
The pillow apologized.
Why did it sound like you were about to say butt plugs?
plugs?
Butt
Plugs?
Where did you go, Dave?
Butt plug.
What is
Why are you nudging me when I'm trying to work with plastic butt
Butt
plugs?
plugs.
Plastic parts. Plastic parts.
Butt plugs.
Stop that.
We're not meant for children.
Butt plugs is your annual reminder. Hey, Otaku Cat, we are violating COPA.
We're not violating COPA.
Oh, we're
We're
fucking it.
enforcing COPA.
We are fucking COPA.
You literally.
And that made us R-rated.
No, we already crossed that bridge long ago.
we did. We're more R-rated
There
now.
was that time that I took a box of COPA, put some underwear on it, put on some fucking Barry White,
What the fuck are you saying?
made sweet, sweet
What the
love
fuck are you
to the
saying?
law.
This is... Dave is the mouthpiece of chaos.
Die Hard, but with the cast of
Whoa.
Rick Rorty and Percy Jackson universe. I guess.
In one session, my character missed the elevator, and the 2 other players went up without me. I had to wait for it to come back down. They decided to kick the door, a solo and a fixer, without me instead of waiting. When I finally got to the door opened, and the fixer fell in the elevator, dying, and the other solo was like on -1 wounds. And I restarted the fixer's heart only with the first aid, and sent them back to the rest of the group when I went up by myself to make them pay. I took no damage.
All right. Gotta go. Have fun, everyone. Thank you,
Alright.
Tard fan, for coming out. Tardy fan, not Tard fan.
Gotta go
That's
fast.
different. Cool problems. # blame YouTube.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. Trying to connect. Give stream a minute and then continue on your end.
They're fine.
They're fine.
They'll live. Oh, there we go. Well, fuck.
Ball ran my hair through my ear. Came out.
Aw.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
it's long.
Geki.
It could
I
be,
know that place.
It could be that your hair is just long and then you, because you shed a lot of hairs throughout the day. And because if your hair is long, it's just more noticeable, so it could very likely be that.
And if it's an alarming amount, go to the doctor. Could never hurt.
Yeah.
He lives in the States, though. That comes with a price tag.
Yeah.
Well, that was
Can't put
depressing.
line
So
breaks in
Die Hard,
Twitch
right?
chat, you
Yeah.
can't.
So Die Hard, right? Back to Die Hard.
Yeah, no, you can't put line breaks in Twitch chat, so it just comes up paragraph shaped every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's a cute little fire truck you made.
Ew.
Well, that was a... Ooh, okay.
You're just like, what's with the voice?
she does what she wants, dude.
When you run a chicken banner,
Box of chicken.
tenders.
Yep.
You need to watch more animus.
I'm not gonna.
Friend's like, no, I don't need to know what that means.
It's like staring down into the opening of a water slide. You don't know where it ends.
I've
Fair.
done that before.
I'm
It's
not.
fun.
I
I'm not
ended up
down.
with a wicked wedgie.
I'm not down.
The thing was called the Kamikaze, and my swimsuit ended up inside of me.
Shave and polish that dome with pride.
Tempted
There's something
to.
to be said for
I'm tempted to some days, I'll be honest.
pull up a card, lean into it.
Not like actual Picard, but
Let's go. Let's go. What, are you saying we should just go kidnap Patrick Stewart?
Oh man.
I
nah, I
mean,
think he'd put up a fight.
You think?
I think
He's getting older.
I think he
we
could
could do it.
deal.
I think he would put out a
Like
call to
5
the other
years
Star
ago?
Trek people, and then Tyler would come and murder us all.
No, see, here's the thing. We would say to Tyler, now, Tyler, you might be mad you took Picard. True.
That is a thing that
But
happened.
now
You
you
would
can
tweet
have
being
more than
kidnapped by
5
these
minutes
nukes.
alone with Picard.
He's like, all right, keep
Bastard
going.
Michael.
Like, keep talking.
Keep talking.
Damn you and the deals you give me. It's like, I'm just
Crave
saying.
madness that we've been talking about today. Fuck, take your pick.
How you can make a one shot of Die Hard for,
For
any,
any
system.
fucking continuity, and it'd still be a great adventure.
Yeah.
Hans Gruber is a wildly underrated villain.
He is not underrated.
He's very much highly considered to be one of the best villains.
Of cinematic history, Alan Rickman's breakout role that launched his career in a dramatic...
Like, that was
And
his
it's
first
right.
movie role.
Yeah.
At,
Well-
like, what age was that? Like,
Well, he was in his early 20s, I would think.
no, later,
No,
much
he was,
later.
He was later than that.
He started actually as a movie star, like, quite late in his career.
Who's that? Yeah, he's no Steve Buscemi. Face on that
Poseidon
Star Trek.
Adventure on the space HMS Titanic. Doctor Who did it, yeah.
That was the nerdiest argument we've gotten into. Ooh.
Oh, I know exactly what the nerdiest argument we've ever gotten into. We've discussed this on stream. You know exactly which one I'm talking about, Jordan.
Appropriation in the 40K universe?
Nope, not that one.
Pretty sure that's all tubes.
Jordan, you know which one I'm talking
Is it the
about.
one we became friends on?
Yep.
So that wasn't even an argument. We were just...
Was
we
that
were just
involving the Hulk?
It
Yep.
was involving the Hulk, and
Oh,
I was
boy.
drunk at a party.
And I was
Mike
not.
was there trying very hard to find something to be entertained by.
Because I was bored.
And then we talked about how if the Hulk ever decided to suddenly
Masturbate.
start masturbating in public, there's very little anyone could do about it. And then the
Guns
one
Guts
can't
came...
stop
Kenpachi!
it.
Hey, Guts Kenpachi, we are building... Mike is building the Gal Geiger
Oh, that's so
figure from
What's the nerdiest
Genetic Gal
argument?
Geiger.
Like,
And I am building
Forgotten.
Enryu from Gal Geiger.
I have a bad
So,
memory for these things.
I have a box of what they came in, which looks like their AI core,
We don't
as
get into
well
arguments,
as
that's the thing.
the box
the
of
closest-
where they actually came in.
Yeah.
This is the two of them.
Like we actually had...
Toryujin.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alan Rickman was around 41 when he started
Wow.
Die Hard.
Yeah,
Well, so it's never too late to start a really wonderful career.
that's
Yeah.
true.
That's a beautiful lesson.
Yeah, that's why Alan Rickman is so beloved. He kind of gives everyone hope.
Yeah.
And then he murdered, like, he just straight up killed it in Harry Potter, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I loved him.
That
in
role was
Dogma
made for
as
him.
The
Oh,
Snape.
fuck. Dogma?
as
Yeah.
the angel messenger.
There's a
Metatron.
really
Yeah.
brilliant...
Metatron.
There's a really brilliant but very underrated Kevin Kline movie. The Otto from Fish Called Wanda, not Calvin Klein.
He was the white guy in Wild Wild West.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. There we
There
go.
you go.
where they were,
By Grabthar's hammer. one of
Dr.
savings.
Loveless.
Oh yeah, fucking what was that?
Fucking Dr. Loveless or
No, the good guy.
Jim West?
No, the one who was
Desperado?
the one who was always trying to changing disguises and stuff.
that was
Oh,
him. He was
shit.
playing Artie.
Yeah.
Oh, that white guy. I thought you were talking about the evil white guy.
No, I don't know who that guy is at all.
Loveless.
That's the guy who directed Thor. That is the guy who was in the second Harry Potter film as the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. Same actor.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
That guy-
him.
yeah, same guy.
Commissioner Gordon in the Bale Batman movie.
Nope. That was no. That was the
He was a musketeer. And it was crazy and
Oh fuck, this is gonna kill me. Anyways, okay, so
It's not like we have access to IMDb.
what? Yeah. So what is like? We never really get into arguments. That's the thing. We get into like passionate debates.
By Grabthar's hammer.
The closest it's come is when the closest I think it's ever come
Yes.
was between me and Tom about loot boxes for Overwatch.
Okay.
By Grabthar's
Because
hammer.
I
What a
maintain
savings.
that loot boxes for video games that you pay for is bullshit. And
Oh,
he
so good.
and he vehemently feels the other way.
Yeah, I guess.
That's the closest I can say we've ever come to like a real argument.
Gary Oldman was 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you guys get your models for your buildings?
Oh, that was a long list.
Mike bought all of these ones, so I have no idea where they're from.
Okay, there are 3 websites that I go to. I'm just trying to figure what the hell this one part goes to. There is co.1999.jp, Big Bad Toy Store, and eBay.
Alan Rickman is the non-cheesy Tim Curry. Tim Curry is in kind of a class of his own, I find.
How do you prefer your curries? I prefer my Tim Curry's spicy.
Everyone does.
I prefer my Tim Curry legendary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
When he was Satan.
Oh my God, yes.
Dude, that was like the best movie.
oh my god, he's so good in that movie. He's the only good
How
part
dare
of it.
you compare two legends? You're very right. You're very right.
Tim
Tim
Curry was
Curry
amazing in
Rickman.
that movie.
Tim Curry is amazing in every movie that he's
Dude,
been
Rocky
in.
Horror Picture Show. How do you say no? I've never seen a man pull off heels like
Dr.
that.
Dr.
You know what I mean?
Frank?
Dr.
Yeah,
Frankenfurter.
Dr. Frankenfurter.
Yeah.
I've never seen a man pull off heels to that degree in my life.
I'm just a sweet
Okay, don't.
transvestite.
Does not compare the gods. Yeah, that's literally what happened to Paris, and look how that worked out for him. He lived happy. No, he didn't. But
There was that, and then there was what else? Jesus Christ, Tim Curry
And
was
that-
amazing in so many things. He was
Problem-
one of the best actors in Command and Conquer.
Oh,
he was.
from Clue.
Oh yeah.
Butler, and what does the butler do? Butler do?
I
well,
butler.
I buttle.
Is that he was in that that one amazing scene from Home Alone 2?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he was.
He was
Christmas,
the
You
best
Filthy
part
Animal?
of Fern Gully.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was the pollution.
Yep.
Yeah, Tim Curry's amazing.
He was like.
He's in Brutal Legend. He's the bad guy, and he's fucking on point the whole time.
Oh my God. Is that before the stroke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stroke was very recent for him. Poor guy.
Well, he's getting older. This is one of those things, but
Oh dear.
I'm just happy that he's got enough money to fall back on, really.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Apparently, he had like an online because he can't do con appearances anymore. He did an online kind of convention
Yeah.
where the entire gimmick was you can come and you can talk to Tim Curry, and he did like this live streaming thing, and he answered like a whole bunch of questions because he doesn't want to do cons for obvious reasons
Right.
because
It's a
you
lot.
know
It,
sheer mobility. Oh, Kenneth Branagh, thank you. Terror Death. That is correct. I am thinking of Kenneth Branagh. Which is funny
I
because
swear that was Gary. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was Long John Silver in the Muppet Treasure Island.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God.
He's such
So
a good
good.
villain though.
Although, when you think about, or no, that was from. Remember when we
Oh,
sat
he would have
down
made
and
he would have
watched-
he would have made a good Captain Hook.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ha ha, Peter! I'm here to kill you, and I'd have bought it.
He said that
Otherwise,
in that weird
there's
sneery voice he's got too.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
otherwise there's Christopher Walken
I
as
believe.
Captain Hook.
Okay, yeah.
When the hell did that
Oh my
happen?
god.
Remember when we sat down and watched that?
Oh God, I remembered that.
We watched the live BBC Peter Pan
Yeah, not BBC. That was ABC's.
or whatever.
So
Christopher Walken as Captain Hook. Holy
it was
shit.
so good.
oh my
He
God,
was
it's
hamming it
such
off.
a trade. No, he wasn't. He was bored.
He was born and did this.
Because, okay, so ABC, I don't know if they still do this, but for a while they did these live broadcasts for some fucking reason.
Like a live.
Yeah,
NBC.
Peter Pan.
Oh yeah.
NBC did it. Peter Pan.
Oh, Tim Curry was Captain Hook in the animated Peter Pan series. There we go.
Yes. Oh yeah, he was wonderful.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Wait, what about in Hook? Who played
Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman? Okay. There are a lot of very good hooks.
Dude,
Oh,
the
yeah.
only part about Hook that I really like hit me as a child was when they're all sitting down at that table and all imagining food and it's just bowls of fucking icing.
Different colored icing.
Just bowls of different colored icing, and I was like, I want all of it.
It's just
Ugh.
I love Hook so much.
fucking bangarang.
good film thing.
Oh,
Rufio! 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 Oh! Fuck.
this is why we're friends.
Yeah. D20 Live crew.
We are the Lost Boys.
Oh
That's so sad.
Back. Sorry for vanishing. Someone left in the house to use pot 4 days ago and didn't put it in the sink, so I'd see it.
Oh.
no!
And
NBC also
some
did Sound of
lovely.
Music and The Wiz as live performances. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, they did the Wiz too. Oh, it's NBC, not ABC. My apologies.
It's all good.
Um,
that's why it was.
We have,
So
we have such
different
smart
for us.
fans that can fill in the thing. They still do them recently, did it for The Little Mermaid. The problem was, when you watch that special... What? What's my-
Little live action Little Mermaid. It's just a group of just tardy
People
women
doing
drowning in a
this.
pool.
Speaking of The Little Mermaid, have you heard of the alternate version, The Little Trash Maid?
No. Oh, that chick. Yeah, I've seen her. I've seen her.
What?
She's simultaneously heartbreaking and sweet at the same time. So someone did up a version with all the pollution
In the ocean.
in the ocean
Oh, no.
as a mermaid, and she's the cutest fucking thing. But she's constantly covered in trash, and you feel like shit. Like her top is a garbage bag.
No, it's a shopping bag with the bottom ripped out.
With the bottom ripped out.
So it's a tank top.
Yeah,
That's funny.
and they're just redoing scenes.
I have it. I have an animated GIF of she's doing the Little Mermaid thing on the rock.
Yeah.
and she's like, and then just this garbage wave, and it's so bad.
That's so funny.
How was the ABC stage mermaid thing? Oh, we don't even know.
never seen it.
I don't know.
Sorry, the NBC.
Haven't seen
We
it.
just knew that it existed.
now.
Yeah.
I guess I gotta go find it because the problem was the reason why the Peter Pan went so infamous is because Christopher Walken's in it, and you see so many people acting their balls off,
Because it's Christopher Walken.
but
You can't
Christopher
have
Walken
accent.
doesn't give a fuck,
Why would he? I don't think he could be in anything now, and where he gives a shit.
and he's just in it, and like his Smee is working his ass off.
They broke tradition with this version.
Yeah, because the Smee's the dad instead of Hook.
Yeah,
Because
traditionally
Captain Hook
is
as
the
someone's Christopher Walken as someone's father. It's frightening.
dad. Whoa.
Now, children, you got to go to bed tonight. Tonight, you got to go to bed.
Daddy Walken, why are you so scary?
I don't know what you're saying, child. Go to bed.
Why do your eyes and teeth glow in the dark?
It's,
There you go.
it's a medical condition. You're being offensive.
You say tomato, and I
7-Eleven.
say tomato. You say potato, and I say potato.
Potato, potato.
Oh, potato.
I love him so much. He's the best. Like, honestly, he was an amazing villain. Do you ever guys ever see Balls of Fury?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was the best villain in
So
that.
good.
Also, what was that one where he was part of a thing to steal rich people's dogs and sell them back to them?
I
That
have
was
not seen that
Seven
movie.
Psychopaths. Yes, you have. You
Yeah.
watched
Oh, that
it
was
with
Seven
me.
Psychopaths. Oh, that was so
That
good.
the one where they're like, "I'm gonna shoot," and he's like, "Do it."
Yeah.
Go
He's like,
ahead. He's
"Wha-
like,
Hey,
But-
stop!
I'm
Stop
gonna
walking
shoot-
away!
But I'm gonna shoot you.
no.
But I got a gun, so who cares?
What?
Fuck you.
Or a day in the life of Christopher Walken interacting with
That's
things.
what I'm saying. Like, that was him not even acting. That was his personality. And ever since he did Seven Psychopaths, he's not stopped being that character. Oh, fuck.
I should tell you.
Great.
Oh.
I love
he
Balls
had
of Fury for Christopher Walken, but also because the guy who played the main character, I do not remember his name, but he's amazing in everything I've ever seen him in.
Oh, the main character. Yeah, that actor. Because he was in
Oh.
Fanboys.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
He was
It's-
in that Harry Potter spinoff.
Oh,
Animals.
yeah, he was in.
He's in all of them.
He's in the.
Oh,
he's the
you mean-
sidekick in
He's so good though.
Marvelous
man.
Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Fantastic
Yeah.
Beasts and Where to Find Them.
I
Yeah,
don't remember his name, but he's amazing in everything.
he's so good. And his facial reactions are so good. I was so happy to see him in there because he
He's very
sold those
animated.
moments so well.
He kind of channels that Chris Farley energy.
Yeah,
I've
without
seen.
the cocaine.
Well,
I
we
hope.
don't
I mean,
know
I
that.
hope.
Here we go!
I hope.
We don't know that for sure.
I hope.
You live in a van down by the river.
We know what you did, Chris. Let it go.
I love him. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, Chris Farley died.
Poor
Yeah,
guy.
but his facial expressions are so funny.
Oh,
Like,
they are so woefully underrated.
really is.
Oh, we saw Frozen 2.
No, not Eddie Redmayne. Eddie Redmayne was the main
like
character.
it.
It was like this the side of the sidekick guy who ends up falling
Beverly
in love
Hills
with that girl.
Ninja.
Like the chubby guy.
Yeah.
The chubby funny guy.
Yeah.
This is what we all
Yeah,
look
we saw Frozen 2.
Yep.
And
Did you already?
Yeah.
Was it good?
It's good.
It's okay, but there's the best part of the whole movie is in the middle of it where
Here we go.
Kristoff is left alone by himself as he is.
Psychopath.
And
No,
he
7.
has an entire 80s hair metal power ballad
Nice.
where it's just about him being lost in the woods and being so alone, and I'm like, this is the greatest moment of my life.
Hang on. Let's see here. Psychopaths. No, we're talking about 7 Psychopaths. My favorite Farley movie. God, I hate that actor. No spoilers for Frozen 2, please. By the way, seeing it on Tuesday.
That's the only spoiler I'm giving you, because it's the part that makes the movie.
Also, don't take kids to see this movie.
Yeah, they're gonna
They're
cry.
gonna cry.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Legitimately will
I
cry.
feel like the theater would be just crammed full of kids.
It was, and they cried.
They all cried.
Because we got to a certain
God.
point in the movie, and we're just looking at it. Screw it, Jordan. I'll whisper it in your ear because I don't want to spoil it for people.
Yeah. It's
Woo! Yeah. Woo! They fix it by the end.
but it's just like it's for that 20 minutes of like, oh God, what happened?
And I just watched the whole. I'm like, oh no.
I definitely gotta see this movie now.
Yeah. So whisper it to Dave because I don't want to.
What? Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? Woo!
Oh.
Oh, not just. Actually, not just.
Fuck off! No way.
Yes. It gets fixed by the end of the movie.
Oh no.
Yeah. That happened in this space of 10 minutes.
Fuck off! No way.
I swear to you that
That's
happens.
fucked up. Okay, well, we'll not talk about this anymore
Yeah.
because Jesus Christ, but
Frozen 2 missed the obvious Last Airbender reference.
Yeah.
Please check your DMs, Mike. Tips are I will, as always, when the streamer finishes, and I've had dinner.
yes,
Yeah, no, I am not fucking kidding. That happened.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's gonna make a lot of kids cry.
Oh, they cried. They were bawling in the theater, and I'm watching this going,
Fuck.
if I hated, you know what, if this was me 3 years ago, and I hated children more, I'd be laughing my ass off like a sociopath.
Yeah.
But now I've gotten over it.
I was gonna make a comparison, but it'll give it away, so never mind.
Please don't mention the movie. I was working at a theater when the original came out, and it nearly drove me to insanity. Yeah.
Why? Come on,
Let
man.
it go.
You just gotta let
let
it
it
go.
go.
Let it go.
You're one with the wind and sky.
I still prefer the Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne version of that.
Oh yeah, they redid
Yeah.
like a bunch of Frozen Throne shit to let it go.
Yep. Like the trailer where they have what's his face, the Frozen King,
Yep.
doing that sword thing to raise the dragon
Oh
from
yeah,
the ice.
the ice dragon.
And as soon as the snowflakes hit hit his sword and start spreading the energy, it's like, let it go. I'm like, oh, this is good.
Yeah, no, I know. I have cousins.
I was just like, just let it go.
Just like,
You can't even get shitty at fucking Frozen because everyone's just gonna tell you to let it go
Go.
until you will throw things out a window.
just
Like
go,
Alice.
go on a murder spree.
Like Alice.
Isn't that right, Sam?
Everyone's just yelling at him to let it go now. Just let it go. I'm sorry, Tara of Death. We're all pricks here.
Watching the original Frozen after the stream, Frozen's really good.
It is.
It was
It does.
wildly overplayed and became such a main part of society.
It really did.
That a lot of people just intrinsically hate it because of that. But as a movie, it was actually really fascinating.
Yeah.
I want to watch the second one. I hope they get into, and please don't tell me if they do or do not. But I really hope they get into more of the origin of Elsa's powers and like why exactly she became a sorceress out of goddamn nowhere.
Okay.
An
Do
ice
you want to know whether or not
surge.
they go into it? Do you want to know?
It's like the
Ice
main reason why
surge.
I'd want to see the movie. So
Do you want to know?
Probably not. No.
Do you want to know whether or not they do?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Is that just the thing to let it go?
I cannot go.
No,
watch it.
Tim
Seriously, I cannot watch it in the cinema because I would have to go alone. I'm not going to sit in a cinema with crying children as we just start shouting, "Shut up!"
That's why you go to a midnight screen.
Or yeah,
Kids can't come out.
go late, dude.
This is why I have a child and I go with my child.
Yeah, grab
To
a
a midnight
niece,
show.
grab a niece or a nephew or a cousin or something.
Something.
Your kid's old enough to deal with midnight.
Babysit if you have to.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can I borrow your children?
I'm a movie babysitter. What do? I go see movies with kids. I just want to go see Frozen 2.
That'd be weird.
That would
not
be
gonna
weird.
lie.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Yeah, every single one of them has that monkey backpack.
Oh, fucker, play. It's You're Welcome. I think it's You're Welcome. Switch to.
What can I say except you're welcome?
I like that song because it's sassy.
Which one is that
It's
from?
like you just
From
tank-
Moana when
Oh, yeah.
it's like
when
you
the rock
tank,
tries
like,
to sing.
everything is like ha ha.
The other earworm from that is Shiny. Everything's shining.
I really imagine that song.
Oh
Ooh,
man.
don't know how digigrade legs work, do you?
What?
Pass over.
What? He's fine. That's actually how it's supposed
That's
to go.
legitimately how it's supposed to work.
Oh, that's so sad.
Because he very rarely stays in that mode.
Because it's supposed to be like that.
Let's see.
No, dude, it's not like that.
We're gonna find out if you understand what digigrade legs look like.
No, not like that. Because
No.
he legitimately, it's like this. I get what you're.
When you look in the actual show, that's how it looks.
Here,
To force the...
There's not enough joints.
Yeah.
Needs more joints.
He has plenty, because the thing is, he transforms into this mode.
He needs more joints. 420, blaze it.
The legs just straighten out.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Yeah, it's missing a joint to be any sort of lupine leg.
Yeah, well, because the idea was this. First of all, this was a show made in the 90s for a toy. For a toy,
Love this shout. I'm sorry, I'm angry. Pixar movie
Angry?
Coco. I don't
Who's
remember
angry?
seeing the Pixar movie Coco.
That was
Coco's
good.
actually really
That's
good.
really good. It's
Yeah, Shiny was written with Bowie in mind. Thank you.
Yeah.
Coco is actually really, really good.
Wasn't that
'Cause
sung
it's
by... Shiny was sung by one of the Flight of the Conchords
Yes,
guys?
Yeah,
It
the
was.
famous one.
Yeah.
The famous one.
Okay, there's two guys in Flight of the Conchords.
There's
The one with
the
the
other guy.
the one with the glasses, who's fucking famous and in everything.
Oh, I love him.
Jack is asking if Terror Death's caps lock is broken. No, he just loves us that much. He got passion.
Sorry, Mike, for getting so angry. Why are you yelling? I can't stop.
I have no idea where this piece goes, by the way.
Uh-oh. Is that a joiner piece?
No, because it's here. It's here on A14 at
Really?
this spot, and I have no idea where it goes.
Ah, my legs.
The cow's like broken. I am not yelling. My shit is just broken.
Terror Death, you have to
Wow,
let
that
it
is
go.
just kind of floating there.
Yeah, I don't know where it goes.
What's the situation with Stargate? What now?
What?
What's the just
did it
situation
come
with
back?
Stargate? Is it back? Is it good news? Please be good news.
Did they finally make Universe good?
Oh, Universe. We don't talk about Universe. It's the reason we don't talk about Enterprise, even though I liked Enterprise.
Yeah,
So the one that was in Men in Black 3 is Boris. Oh, there he was Boris the Animal. Jesus, I forgot.
He was!
That was him as
Who?
Boris the Animal. The guy from Flight of the Conchords was in Men in Black 3 as Boris the Animal.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Right.
He's actually in a number of things.
Though I swear he was trying to sound like Tim Curry.
Oh, he
No.
did it.
He
did a good
frequently
job.
tries to sound like Tim Curry.
He's not bad at it. He was also in Moana as the crab.
Yeah.
The only thing I haven't
Singing
seen him in
Shiny.
yet, I don't think,
Oh,
is a
yeah.
Marvel movie.
Yeah, I don't know where the hell it goes.
Yeah, he just hasn't
Pretty sure it goes up
invited.
fast.
Considering how much Taika Waititi likes him, I'm surprised.
I can't say his name.
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi.
Sorry?
Taika Waititi.
Say it slower. What's his first name?
Taika Waititi.
Okay.
That
I'm
hard.
never gonna be able to do
He was in
it.
Ford,
Oh, here we go.
Ford v Ferrari.
As Brad Wright, RDA, and Amanda
Oh.
Tepping are talks with them Jim for reviving SG1.
Woo!
With RDA returning as his health has improved and his kid has grown up.
Oh, that's good.
Hey! Okay, where am
Jeremiah
I?
Clementine is the villain in Rio by Blue Sky Studios on top of doing a mean Bowie. So his priorities have changed. Okay.
But he's like a full fucking general now. How are they gonna get him into the field?
He's gonna be like, I'm going into the field, and we're like, yes, sir.
he's gonna
Yeah.
fucking he's gonna captain from Star Trek his way onto away missions. Yeah, okay.
Basically.
You're a full 4-star general, sir. Why are you going on the field? Stop me.
But it's against regulations. Fuck
So-
you.
I wrote that book.
Against regulations. Did you read the bottom of the page, sir? Why is there a part down here marker that says "Don't stop me"?
The general does what he wants. Stop
Yeah.
me.
Don't
It's
stop
like the
me
general's not allowed to go on
now, I'm having
missions,
such
and there's like a
good
little
time,
asterisk, and like there's a
having
footnote at the
ball.
bottom. Except General
Stop
Lula.
me now if you want to have a good time. Just give me a call.
Damn it, you hit a queen button.
Now.
He's gonna just go for a while.
Yep.
We put our dime in. We got to listen to
Also-
the song.
Taika Waititi was amazing as Hitler in Jojo Rabbit.
Oh, I have to see that.
He was like, honestly, him and the Flight of the Conchords guy were in What They Do in the Shadows.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I still don't dig that movie, and I wanted to.
It's really, honestly, it took me I had to watch it a second and third time, and I really got fell into it.
Because like I'm watching it, I'm like, this is just depressing vampires.
No, but they're awkward. It's funny because they're so fucking awkward and preposterous.
We drank the blood of some high people, and now I'm a wizard.
they're so
when you quote it, it sounds funny.
They're
but
so
you're watching it, and it's just like
He's got
it's
a
just
traffic
their
cone
life
on
just
his
looks so sad.
I got really sad when the guy in the basement died.
My
I
leg's
still
falling
haven't seen
asleep.
He's fine.
My leg is
It's
falling asleep.
it's far too long. You're fine.
And I'm pretty sure the guy in the basement is a Nosferatu.
He is. He's like this ancient Nosferatu that like signed
House
all of them.
meeting.
And then they go down and hey, there's a house meeting. Like, rah! And then, like the vampire shrieking around up the stairs because he's terrifying. What was his
So
name?
any
like
Baby
Gary or
Yoda
something.
fans here?
Carry the Nosferatu.
Baby Yoda
He's
is
terrifying.
just green, like Gizmo, and
Yeah,
Change
he
My
is.
Mind.
But he's amazing. I love him.
Dude, the 4th episode that came out, I literally teared up at.
It was pretty fucking great.
Well, here's the thing. Apparently, the fandom is already mad about this.
Oh, fuck them.
Come on.
Let me explain why.
Tell them to
Let me
get
explain why.
wrecked.
Because people are saying Baby Yoda is finally reuniting the Star Wars fandom because everyone digs him so much.
Baby, it's not Yoda though.
Well, they don't because Yoda's
It's
the
baby
race of
of
Yoda
Yoda's
has not been
species.
revealed yet properly.
No,
Yeah, hopefully they give him a fucking name.
but it's not Yoda.
Yeah, well, the small green child of whom shares a species
It's
with
very
Yoda.
closely looks like Yoda.
Yoda.
Yes, I get it.
Oh yeah, there's 5 beings from that species, including Yoda, Yaddle, the baby Yoda, and like 2 others.
Yeah. Anyways,
So
But anyway, what happened was people were
just
saying that this little green infant has basically reunited the fandom because everyone digs it, right?
sure.
And a lot of the more liberal and social justice people are like, I don't want to be reuniting the fandom with these assholes who are.
oh,
just
so you want
banned.
us to be special and segregated? Fuck you.
Yeah, and it's just like,
How about we just don't do fandoms?
how about we just stop
Yeah.
fighting?
Let's
How about we
like
just
a
stop
thing.
loving a fandom that hard?
How
For
about we
once?
just enjoy something and
Oh,
let
that's
it
what
be?
the fuck it does. It's for the wings. Never mind.
Aside.
How about we all just enjoy something and let it fucking be?
We could let it go.
No.
Also, Jojo Rabbit got really fucking sad. It was like, oh, this is lighthearted and just making fun of the Hitler Youth, and then it gets real fucking sad. I'm like, oh no! And yeah,
But is it a good movie?
it's a good movie.
Okay.
This is dead. Is this the dead pile?
It gets
Yeah.
real serial.
Well, let me get my dead
towards
pile
the
out of
end.
your dead pile.
Yeah.
Does
I
it really
choose to
matter if
like-
our dead piles
It's
are?
a thing. It's a thing for
God
me.
damn.
Okay.
I choose to like something into the fact that like I'll watch it and it's good and I like it and that's it. Like I don't want to go into details as to why and I don't want it to. It doesn't have to always align with the continuity, or else I really could never watch Star Trek.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that thing's continuity is all over the fucking place, and they
They try to shoehorn it in.
and they explain it away with time travel and whatever the fuck, or alternate Star Trek dimensions or whatever.
Yeah.
Because don't they have alternate timelines now?
Yeah.
Because of the movies, like fuck that.
Yeah.
I
Well,
just think
they've
the
had
movies are
alternate
good.
timelines since the beginning.
Yeah, the movies are good.
Yeah, Janeway fucked up the timeline more often than not.
Oh my god, and Voyager was good. Just take them for what they are.
Yeah, I loved Voyager. It was the Star Trek that got me through.
Well, to be fair, as a fan who does do this kind of thing and does like to take apart stuff,
Yeah.
there is a fun to it. The problem is,
9.
as someone who is more critical of his media and likes to kind of take it apart a bit and judge it, you run into the fan who will stomach no criticism
Well, yeah.
of that work, and when the two meet, it is not pretty because you have one group of people who very much are like, "Dude, you're allowed to love it and all that shit, but shut up and let me have my opinion." And then you have the other group of people, because there's always a loud demographic of those two groups who are always going to fight each other.
Yeah.
Into Darkness is trash.
I don't know what that is.
The
Star
third
Trek?
Star Trek movie. I still want to see it because I've heard
I
good
like
things.
it.
It's
I
good
like
for
it.
what it is.
Have recently rewatched Kung Fu Hustle. If you guys are a fan of martial arts movies, I recommend it. It's a pretty good martial arts comedy.
making a
we're all-
We've all
sequel.
seen it.
We've all.
I have it on DVD.
Voyager had a lot of issues. It is true, it did. A lot of the episodes were very fluff based, and because their plot wasn't very interesting, we're trying to get home. And so, like, it can be like it was really interesting in how they interacted with that plot line. Like, how do we get home? Could there be this? Nope, it's a setback. Could we do this? It's a setback. And it was just like it was very samey in a lot of ways, but it was also really interesting in how they fleshed out that segment of Star Trek, where they had a ship that was designed specifically for military action, whereas before that had never been seen.
Yeah, it was
And
kind
they
of
had
it
the
was
first
a
woman
border
captain, which again was
interdiction.
never been seen. And they had they introduced a lot of races and intermingling with each other in that situation that you just didn't see before, even though they did exist in Next Generation with Worf and whatnot.
Yeah.
But
There
they go
was,
more. They finally touch more into the Klingon, the Vulcan thing with Tuvok, which had not really ever been touched on in any great amount since the original Star Trek with Spock. And Vulcans are supposed to be a huge part of the Federation, and they just never really were. So it was a big deal.
But yeah, it's what happens when there's no Federation for backup.
Yep.
There's no refitting. You have no support.
The torpedoes you have are the torpedoes you have.
Yeah, and unless you can get materials, that's why they got so fucking jazzed, because there was fucking replicatable materials in a nebula. There's coffee in their nebula.
There's coffee in their nebula.
They got so fucking jazzed.
Why would like Voyager was basically Star Trek if it was a survival game.
Yeah, it was how Stargate Universe should have tried to be.
So, bringing it back to the chat, as always,
Hot shade.
just a reminder, because we are about an hour in over. Just a reminder that if you have any questions you would like us to answer, to bring up on the survey,
survey,
any
that's
topics
right.
or things like that, please say we have our notepad here. We are taking dedicated notes.
You can
I
take
am now
more
taking
notes.
dedicated notes.
Because
Have you seen Jojo Rabbit?
No.
Do you know what it's about?
No.
All right, so
I
I'll give you the synopsis.
Little-
What happens if you
Of
are
course I
a
know.
kid in Nazi Germany
Enrio.
Oh, okay.
and you are part of the Hitler Youth
Okay.
and you have an imaginary friend who is Hitler,
Okay.
but he has the mental outlook of a 10-year-old.
It's not like Hitler's like magically in this kid's skull. It's a
I was
kid.
gonna say.
It's
Yeah.
a kid imagining how Hitler would be as his best friend.
Yeah, so
That's
you know,
fucked.
they're having dinner and they've got meager pickings and he's eating
Gee.
unicorn.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, it
See?
it gets real interesting when he finds a hiding Jew in his attic.
Okay.
And it's an all-star cast. So it's just Adolf. Yeah, nice. So it's just Adolf Hitler then.
For Hitler and
Okay.
Germany. Dun, dun, dun.
Got spirally.
Anyway,
Winter
Oh
for
shush! I
Poland
like Discovery.
and
did they get rid of Discovery from the timeline?
No, the actors were having a spat and about contracts, and it just died
from
because they couldn't get piped back
skies
because he was
again.
greedy bitch.
No, I thought they were done with him.
Winter
Like they finished the storyline. He died.
rise again.
No?
Did his storyline get finished because he was being a patty bitch about his contract?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Who's to say? I don't know. I thought
Slap him back into the thing where
Again,
he's
I
a guy
like
in a
this
box
guy.
that goes beep.
Again, I'm sorry. I like Discovery. I thought it was real
Yeah,
good.
I
watched.
did too. It was great.
I sat down. I
You
watched it with my
folks
mom every time an
are
episode came out.
sailing
I
once
love how they had
more.
like the officer training program, and they're running around the decks, and
Yeah.
they're the short name for Discovery was Disco. So they were all wearing white Starfleet training T-shirts saying Disco, and I'm like, classy.
I thought the
know,
spore drive was a little stupid, but
Apparently that was ripped off.
well, I don't know.
The mycelial network.
It was pretty obvious. It was pretty ripped off, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do?
So
The spore drive was pretty dumb. The whole tardigrade thing was pretty dumb. Actually, every part of Discovery that they stole was actually really stupid, and I'm really upset. It was kind of just like a, why would you do this kind of thing? But I thought
Mary
the
Sue Drive.
yeah, I thought the premise of it was really interesting. Why they named the main character who was a female Michael, I don't know.
Progressive future. I don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't even make sense. But the character interactions were great. The subplots were great. I think they could have left out the whole mycelial network thing, and it would have been great.
Or they figured out some other way to describe it other than mushroom.
They could have made it anything else, literally anything else.
Yeah, so
They were like, "It's a brand new warp drive. We tried out.
Slipstream
And it's
Drive. We finally got it to work.
Flip through." And they could have taken anything. They could have made up just like, this is the new buzzword drive.
The ship's covered in like surfboard fins.
They'll
It's like,
zip
yeah.
zap you everywhere. And, like, they're like,
Zip zap.
okay, it would have made just as much sense as a fucking warp drive made of mushrooms.
It could have just gone with, the infinite improbability drive from
It could have been
fucking
literally
Douglas
anything.
Adams.
Like, it's based on 0-point technology.
Sure.
Wormholes, something.
Too much energy.
Boom!
Tiny little black hole in the ship.
They made it's the mycelial network. It was a warp drive based on this magic space mushroom that existed in a subdimension that stretched across the entire universe. So using this weird subdimension, they were able to warp to any point in the universe immediately.
Yeah.
Like, there was no travel time whatsoever, so they just dropped you wherever you wanted. And it had to be based on something that was connected to the network, which is when they found a giant tardigrade or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they plugged it into
Water
the machine, and then they used that to go. But then it turns out that using and then subsequently slowly frying
its brain.
an entity to use as your gas is a super unethical move.
Not just your gas, your Garmin.
Yeah, and so they transferred it over to one of their crew members who did it voluntarily, but not as much, and blah blah blah. It's a weird story, and I wish they hadn't done that part.
Discovery, high on shrooms.
Yeah, it was fucked.
Yeah.
But like the subplots aside from that were really good. Like the stuff they did with the Klingons was top notch.
Loved it.
Really solid
fucking
material.
Klingon War.
Yeah, the Klingon War was intense.
And
To the point where the Federation almost lost. They were right on the verge of losing it. And
they had to get real suspicious of everybody because of the.
it got vicious, man. And it's neat because that happened much like way long time before Next Generation. All that stuff happened, where it's like they painted over it. They really kind of like whitewashed it a little bit. To the point where like that never happened. Things weren't horribly dire for a long time, and all of our space stations were ruined and destroyed and taken over, and the Klingons were pushing on Earth, and we were almost fucking murdered. Like, it was huge. Like, it was a big deal, and they really played it down a lot later on.
What is it? The game is named Tardigrade, something of Egypt. Never played it myself, but I've seen.
Yeah,
it's
on
story
Steam.
Elements, and Discovery 100% rips off the character looks, their ethnicity,
Everything. It rips off everything. Let's not just bat around the bush here.
relationship with its husband.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. But the point is, like, I don't know, like the concept of what they were doing is really important. How they showed that even the high-minded morals of the Federation can crumble under really awful, awful circumstances, and it really showcased like the human condition that way, which I really enjoyed.
I personally loved Discovery. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They did a lot of high sci-fi pulp. That was good times.
Yeah, I like Star Trek. It's just it's one of those things where like this very easily could happen. You know, like this could be the way that things go. And technically, I look at every sci-fi continuity as part of the 40K timeline. Because
I don't get the whole suspension of disbelief thing most people bring up about certain movies or TV shows.
basically, it's like you have to kind of just let some things go. Be like, okay, that's the way it is in the show, and that's the way it is in the show. Even if it doesn't make sense, just be like, okay, that's the situation they're dealing with, and just kind of rolling with it. I mean, you can be like, that doesn't make sense, but then you kind of ruin it for yourself almost, you know? By trying to apply logic or modern day thinking to everything. It's like, okay.
I just enjoy things there. Oh.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
you okay?
Yeah, it's clipping
Sorry,
my
thanks for
nail.
coming to my Star Trek TED Talk where I went off about fucking Star Trek for a minute.
However, The Expanse.
Hopefully I did Tyler proud.
Well, the entire chat said how much they like Deep Space Nine, so I can already hear Tyler screaming.
Deep Space Nine was good, but for different reasons.
He was
Yeah.
the only captain to write up Punch Q.
That's true. But like Deep Space
that.
Nine was great for a lot of reasons, but not for the same ones as Next Generation or whatever. Like it's
very unique.
It's a different flavor of the same ice cream.
Yeah.
And you're right, the Orville does do more for Star Trek than
The Orville's
You can
great.
take the
Discovery.
The Orville is
But-
definitely one of those love letters to Star Trek.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. except it was it had a great laugh track in it.
What?
Sorry, it had great comedy beats.
It did. It's what's his name? Seth
MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane had a huge amount, like to the point where like the comedy was almost.
It was secondary.
It was there, but it was in some points. It's like it really like brought everything to a screeching halt sometimes too. Mm-hmm. But like it dealt with a lot of really interesting societal problems in it where it showcased.
Yeah.
Like how to deal with the bizarre mating habits of another species that we don't understand nor approve of.
Yeah.
And like the ethics involved there. Like, do you step in? Do you say something? Do you have a place to step in and say something?
Or the
just because it's horrifying to us doesn't mean it's horrifying to them.
First contact with a society that is wholly dictated by astrology, and that anyone under this one star sign is persecuted. So they have an entire
segregated.
It's segregated and persecuted and segregated. And when two of the crew members reveal that they are part of that supposed star sign, they get arrested and put in a detention camp. How do you work your way around that?
Yeah, they had a huge problem with that because they were like, well, we want to run in there and just rescue our guys, and then their equivalent of Starfleet was like, nope, sorry, you can't do that.
Orville is now a Disney property. Uh-oh.
Is it? That's good because I got Disney Plus, so
Yeah,
I'm
so
happy.
do I. Mandalorian.
Mandalorian's so good.
I do not have Disney Plus, and I have no desire to have it.
It's all good.
It's
not for everybody.
Just get the lock-in for one of us. I don't have my own Netflix. Are you shitting me?
Same here. I have one of the how many logins? My parents.
Yeah, just steal it from somebody.
They're going to Hulu since the channel. Oh God, is Hulu still alive?
Yeah, Hulu's still there.
Somehow, some way.
But yeah, they got away from. Where were they on? NBC. Orville.
Oh, Orville's on Fox.
Fox, yeah, they ended up moving away from Fox because Fox started
committing suicide.
Well, no,
becoming state-run media.
I watched.
I don't know about that.
I watched The Mandalorian, Mike. I don't have Disney Plus either. He. And I'm like, No, I'm sure if you.
My mom watches it because she's got a Fire Stick and hacks everything.
Like, as always, D20 Live does not endorse piracy. We can't endorse piracy because the second we endorse piracy, we are.
It's piracy. She doesn't download anything.
We are against the TOS of multiple channels.
Does it count as piracy if you don't download it though?
Yeah. You're not pirating, but you're watching it. You're not legally liable for pirating because here's the thing.
Is that still pirating?
Here's the thing why. And this is why I put a blanket statement about this.
Okay.
If you'll let me finish the sentence. Because of the fact that we are a tabletop RPG channel.
Yeah. And
the second we say it's okay to go watch or stream or take something,
right.
That's a lot of small tabletop developers that just... That's... If we ever say that, that's
okay.
And these are people who are just nobody. They don't have a company behind them.
This is like one or two guys.
It's like one or two people in their homes developing something. It's why I just blanket say we don't stream pirated games.
No.
We don't endorse anyone pirating any kind of video footage or any kind. Distributing, passwords is a different thing entirely.
Yeah. Well, then you're just sharing your account with somebody.
You're sharing your account, and that's perfectly legal and fine. I will never judge anyone for pirating. I will not give that lecture because I'm not a fucking child.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why I put a blanket statement about no piracy, because of the fact that it's going to hurt someone small one day, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Disney bought Hulu? Oh boy. Yipe.
Disney's just going to absorb the world.
Yeah.
When the entire planet is
run by the mouse,
House of Mouse.
A lot of business developers are speculating there's going to be a major economic bust for major corporations because we've been here before. As the human race has been here before, we just don't remember it because we had companies that were so expansive and huge that they were basically the equivalent of the $1 trillion companies we have now.
When was this?
The early days of expansion.
You mean like the trade company?
Yeah, the East India Trading Company and all that. And they're like, guys, we've been here before. This doesn't go well when you control the market this definitively.
Well, it was like 2 or 3 full trade companies, and that was it.
Jordan, I'm just going to put the pillow behind me because
my
back has still got problems.
You want one?
But yeah, no, it is a legitimate business concern. It's the
Leaford?
Oh, thank you.
Mush. We're giving you a good one.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very nice.
There you go.
But yeah, there has been a legitimate call from from
You want pillows? Come to Uncle Haven's Pillow Emporium.
There we go.
how is
two
your model
pillows,
coming, Sam?
I got 3.
I got
And then
the
couch cushions.
I got the
You got the little fire hydrant
the
thingy?
fire.
Yeah, he's cool.
We can skeet keet from here.
I only borrow when it's a AAA game, or EA if it's an indie game. I pay up every time. Yeah, I know, but not everyone makes that distinction, and you got to be because the second us as a channel, the second us as a channel say it's okay under these circumstances, we don't know which of our fans are going to say, well, he said this, and I'm just going to go pirate everything. So,
Well, then it's generally a good move to be like, we don't endorse
we don't know our
shitty
piracy.
behavior.
Just we can't.
The mouse will be on Mount.
If D20 Live ever stops being about tabletop and starts being about playing AAA games, I will tell people to pirate. Because that'll be a very different conversation.
It depends where the AAA titles come from.
If it's Activision or Blizzard, I'll say pirate that bitch now.
EA games.
What about Epic?
I think you can pirate Blizzard stuff. I think it has to be like connected all the time.
Life finds a way.
Anyway,
Life finds a way.
Thank Goldblum.
I'm gonna sound a bit violent, but when it comes to coming biggest distance time to stop, I'm assuming he says step on the company's throat and
What
make
was
him
that?
pull back.
My legs are dying.
Oh, for a second I thought you.
If
had
that's
a
your
visceral
outlook, I'm not
reaction
going to
Jeff
contest you on
Goldblum.
it, and because like I said, I'm not going to lecture people on their views on piracy. I never will.
yeah, no, that's about like big companies though.
Yeah, and
But, like the thing is though, you can't go against. You
Good
can't
games find a way.
rationing back large companies like that is against the whole concept of capitalism, which our society is based on.
the problem is they are not built on traditional capitalism. They're built on venture capitalism.
Sure.
And curbing venture capitalist tendencies is not inherently bad, because the inherent nature of venture capitalism means its own self-destruction.
Look at you. It's like you went to school for something.
It's almost like, I research this on my downtime because I like to read about different things.
And you have way too much time on your hands in the library.
I do not have way too much time on my hands in the library. You shut the fuck up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna peruse the tax aisle.
Just when you walk through a library and you see books on,
Sorry, go ahead.
it's just my approach to major companies in general. I know, and I get that. I get people being upset at companies, and I would, if you follow my Twitter long enough, you will hear a very anarchist statement against companies. Entirely. I in no way support big business. I in no way support billionaires or trillionaires. I think they should be taxed to balls and back.
It's almost as if someone should be enforcing the antitrust laws,
Yeah.
but don't
What
know
are
how.
goals?
Oh my god.
Also, what Epic is doing is wrong in my opinion, and I will not elaborate about why. I'm not familiar with that particular issue. I'm sure Jim Sterling is talking about it, and I'll watch it tonight. I'm sure Jim Sterling is...
Inquisition.
Essentially keep them on a leash so Disney can't screw people. Yeah, no. And I get the idea behind a free market and an open market. I get it. Without government regulation. I get the principle behind it.
Yeah.
But it only works insofar as if you believe at some point that the company will not screw the people, and that is not reality. Historically.
Wow.
I have never seen that be a reality historically. As much as it is the idea of libertarianism is a beautiful and free idea, it is not in any way based on anything real. I mean by exclusivity right. Yeah, and exclusivity rights are IP exclusivity rights are another big problem as we go forward. If copyright law finally reverses itself and it says, yeah, all these IPs now just became default and you can do what you want, the House of Mouse is fucked.
Yeah, they have a lot of.
They have a lot.
They also have lobbyists to
dedicated to this.
To fight on their rights to keep making money on copyright. So.
Well, the big problem is Mickey himself, because Steamboat Willie is that old.
Yeah.
The second that goes public, he's free for everybody.
They found a way to get around it. I remember watching a thing about that.
I believe it's called China.
Jesus Christ.
There are so many knockoffs of anything in China. China itself does not respect copyright.
It's almost as if ergonomics is a bad thing. A totally free market only works if everyone's on the same level. Once a clear winner arises, we gotta keep winning because they won the first time. Epic security wall as holes in it the size of my ass and it's a huge ass. Fair enough.
Reagan was a disaster.
on some levels, yes. It's on an
Trickle-down
economic
does not work.
on,
Let's talk
on
about
an-
something nerdy now.
on an economics level, yes, he was.
Yes, let's change.
But
So how about The Abyss? Does anyone remember the old movie The Abyss?
I love that movie. Its
That's a
ending
great
is stupid,
movie.
but I love it.
Oh, sure. Yeah, but, I love how they got, like, the biggest pool in the world to film their scenes, and a lot of scenes people nearly drowned.
Yep, that's a James Cameron picture, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that sounds like a
James Cameron's got a real hard on for like large bodies of water.
James Cameron has a large hard-on for really huge sets.
Yeah.
And that's I find very interesting. Hello, Shadow Crone.
Hey.
You missed the political section
Yep.
of this
That's a lot of
debate.
stuff,
Yeah,
too.
that was
We're
a
done
lot.
with that.
Yeah, wow.
Moving on.
Moving on.
And Sam has now crafted the chess piece of Choryujin.
Choryujin, look at him go.
If you've been paying attention to anything I've been
So, Mike, have you
doing.
done yours?
He is done for today. This is Gygar. I'm going to put him this way. This is Gygar. He is the combined. It's what happens when Gal Gygar's pilot meshes with the lion form.
Shit.
It takes a humanoid form, and it's called Gygar.
With a tiny head.
Yeah, that's
Super tiny head.
Yeah.
A giant lion face.
yeah. It's
I honestly thought that was like a ball joint for like an actual head.
it actually is
Oh my god!
because his actual full head assembly will come down onto this,
Okay.
fold out, and merge around him.
Nice.
Because he's the only
Sounds
thing
like
of
sexual.
him that will remain in the final mech that you'll be able to see is this lion head, and the back of this will be the front,
But
and that's it. Everything else gets
That's
hidden.
his ass pleat skirt.
Yeah, no, it's going to go full around the front and be his, I guess, crotch plate
you
if
know,
you're going to be
it's
like that.
it's the mecha version of tying a sweater around your waist.
Have you guys shown Jordan Gandahar yet? No, we're waiting for a Christmas party for that.
No!
Oh my god! Can we strap him to a chair?
No!
Watch Kandahar.
No!
Lion Man screams the pinball table. Just got back from eating a late Thanksgiving meal with the mom. Sounds lovely, Shadow Crow. Do you
With
not want to watch
the mother.
Gandahar with us?
I heard it's a nightmare, and I have such a loose association with reality as is.
Oh, it'll fuck it.
I don't need it to be more fucked. I have pills to make it less fucked.
Let's do it now. He can't stop you all.
I sure as shit can.
Yeah.
Dogpile.
We need how many more people would we need? Two more people. we
What
could
to
make.
restrain Jordan?
To make him watch Gandahar? Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. One on each arm.
We just have to fill the staircase with rolly chairs.
I'll punch your dick clean off.
Well, you almost did one.
You will watch and know the movie that scares Cthulhu. And now I'm going back to working on Jordan's axe, working on axe.
Thank you.
Working on the spike and then the pommel. Yes, strap him to a chair and stream his reactions.
No,
The
no
D-
strapping to a chair. You
The
fucking
D20 Live
monsters.
crew clockwork oranges each other. Hey, Mike, did you and
Gross.
Sam go see Terminator Dark Fate? No, I
No.
heard nothing but terrible things about it, though.
How the fuck does this work?
What?
You have to watch it. You did it to yourself.
You do it to yourself, you do. And that's why it really hurts to yourself.
Oh, son of a- What's up, babe? He should be built exactly the same way as the last one.
I know he's not. This nub is not working. It's not going in.
Is
You're
there
nubbin?
Not your nubbin.
Because it's not
Yeah.
going in.
May I try?
You're no one to blame but for yourself for watching that horrific movie.
And the fucking
Join us.
blue people.
Now they're just trying to
Titties
peer.
everywhere.
Now they're
One
just
of
trying to.
us. One of us.
Well, that's there you go, babe.
You got it in?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Come on, I know what I'm doing. We are Legion. You are the Legion.
See, I really think that we should have had a discussion about what we call the group of fans. You're like, they're a legion. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
I don't think many of them would be cool with Legionnaire armor and
They can wear what they want, and we will be heard.
and swords.
It's just a block of Twitch comments going dun, 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 dun. Just trying to get Jordan to
No.
pressure him into
No.
watching fucking Gandahar.
No.
I will dip my hands in cold water, let them be a little clammy, and then slap them in the face. Just little
I know
nut
you're gonna
slaps,
scream about it. I know you're gonna scream about it the whole way through, but we
Don't
will
fuck
get
around with clammy hands. I grew up with brothers. I will bite your face.
you to watch this fucking movie.
You know what they have to do for a human bite? There's a lot of antibiotics they gotta put you on.
Yeah, think about that.
I gotta have a D20 Live Christmas party.
I won't brush my teeth that day.
Are
I'm
you
not
gonna
part of it.
live stream a Christmas party?
I will
Watch
come to
Dave
Com
get
Bravo
slowly
and make you
drunk.
watch it, Jordan. You shall follow our word.
Yeah, get across an ocean first. We'll talk then. 2/3 of the earth says you won't.
There's a large body of water between you and I'm pretty sure you can't swim that far.
I will. I will.
2/3 of the earth says you won't.
Tell you what, when D20 Live does a charity event, we will put up a cash donation line where if we get over a certain line, we will make Jordan watch Gandalf.
What the fuck, man?
It's like Desert Bus when they make the one guy watch Twilight films, except you have to watch Gandahar once.
I don't like this at all. I'm not coming to these anymore.
You're voluntold.
I'm in the same province. You can join me in the Redcoats to make him watch that.
I don't like this anymore. This isn't funny.
It's hilarious to me.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
I
you
am.
Fucking
And
monster.
then
I'm not a
in
monster.
a
I
separate
just like.
room, we're gonna strap you to a chair and make you watch the adventures of
Buckaroo
Buckaroo
Banzai.
Hang on. Hang on.
No.
If what you're saying
I'm saying no. I'm not negotiating.
If what you're saying is you will help me tie him down to watch Gandahar if I watch Buckaroo Banzai,
Yes,
deal.
No. What?
I can't shake on that because
It's a crime.
Unfortunately, the VOD will not be kept up on it.
So I made him into his robot mode because I don't have his legs yet. But this is what Enryu looks like as a
Fire truck.
is a fire truck.
Yes.
Because he is a fire truck.
He looks lovely, by the way.
Thank you.
Doesn't have his legs,
As
so
Sam
it's
brings the wholesome
Wait,
back.
so there's a fire truck and a police car.
No, he's a
construction-
crane.
He's a
So this is really complicated Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
It's like Paw Patrol, but like
Except
everyone is
they
badass.
combine.
I think they combined in Paw Patrol. I don't know. I
Do they
refuse to
combine in
sit
Paw
through.
Patrol?
I refuse to sit through more than a quarter of an episode with my nephew.
Oh yeah, Paw Patrol's still a thing for.
Makes my brain trying to crawl out my ears.
I was actually reading up about Paw Patrol, and a lot of people are wondering whether or not what the next Paw Patrol is going to be.
Oh, they went a superhero route.
The Paw Patrol?
Yeah.
No, I mean the next
they
franchise.
blatantly rip off DC.
No, like what the next
no.
what the next franchise that will have the impact that Paw Patrol did.
Oh, I don't know. Who fucking knows? It'll come out. It'll be made in a week and come out a year later.
Yeah.
To be fair, I kind of know people who've worked on Paw Patrol, so
Okay.
they're really proud of their work, and I can't knock them for it.
No, it's a big show. I get it, but I can't.
Mike, why do you hate Buckaroo Banzai?
Yeah, Mike.
Just
I
from
just-
the
I don't-
description.
Yeah, just the description
Take
of what
the
happened.
focus, Mike.
Yeah, that's really it. The description was so ludicrous and silly, and it was described to me not as something that I would have fun tearing apart.
What's it about? I really don't even know.
You know the
Here we
guy
go.
from RoboCop?
Sort of.
The guy who played RoboCop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine him as the lead, where he's not a robot.
I'm already out.
Where he is a samurai / astrophysicist /
Race car driver.
big band lead singer and trumpet player / surgeon / he never raced cars.
He did.
No, he didn't.
Greatest of Mary Sue's.
He's in the car.
The rocket truck was not a race car.
It's
That was a science experiment.
a race car.
To break through dimensions.
the greatest of Mary Sue's, it sounds like.
Yeah. And it's all about. It's got an all-star cast. It has Jeff Goldblum in it. And it's all about science of breaking through dimensions and nullifying material and dealing with
For
the aliens that
context,
result.
Dave has been trying to get Mike to watch this movie
Since longer than D20 Live's been
longer
around.
than D20 Live's been around, and longer than I've known Mike. So
This has been his quest.
You can't.
I
I can't
say
say
he
anything.
is
Mike
a-
is willing to watch. Yeah, well, Mike also might like getting hit with belts. It doesn't mean I fucking want to do it either. Okay.
He went through a period.
What, me?
No, he.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever.
Everyone has an afternoon.
I don't want to talk about any of that. Point is, it doesn't mean I'd like to sign up for it either.
But yeah, no, I showed I showed my fiance
Who's that?
You
a showdown in Little Tokyo.
You
Yes,
mean
sir.
Sam, who's right next to you?
Yes. I screwed up her name, so I just decided to give her a title.
Screwed up her three-letter name.
Love you too. See?
You guys are gross.
Terms of service!
Yeah. Fuck 'em.
Come on, Ben, let's make out more.
Oh no!
another
It's like a
pillow.
mule eating a apple.
It's like a mule eating an apple.
Oh, don't give me shit.
There was detritus flying everywhere.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I showed her not Big Trouble in Little Chinatown, but Showdown in Little Tokyo.
Because there's a difference.
There is.
There's no magic in
One has Brendan Lee in it.
it. Yeah,
Before he died.
and it was amazing.
It'd be really weird for him to show up after he died.
Well, then,
Featuring Brandon Lee's corpse, marionetted with my professional.
Before they did do that to his dad.
Weekend at Bernie's.
They did literally do that to his dad. Well, not literally, but they figuratively did that with him. Because they did the movie The Many Clones of Bruce Lee, and they got a bunch of guys who just looked like Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
And said, you guys are going to pretend to be Bruce Lee, and just used his clips.
Oh boy.
And it's really depressing.
Oh boy. Even more.
Even more
Is
amazing.
the better Marvel film from the 80s.
Yeah. You can't really argue that.
He runs something over and it hitchhikes
J4.
back to our dimension. Thus, aliens.
I miss our 80s concept of science. Because I could have gotten away with so much more insane shit if I was old enough in the 80s to write films. I would have written crap that would make people go, what are you on, man? I'd be like, I just thought it was funny. What'd you have? I made time tigers.
How does it work? Tachyons or something.
Well, here's the thing. The tigers...
Striped tachyons.
You see, what happened was the
Tachyons.
microwave inside the zoo went off.
Yeah.
Because they brought in...
Because they go off sometimes.
They go off sometimes and exploded.
Oh,
The
sure.
radiation hit the tiger, and because radiation travels faster than anything else in the universe, it merged with the tiger's DNA. And now the tiger moves at the speed of radiation, which is why it's hurt by
What
lead.
the fuck is the speed
And
of
you,
radiation?
and you know you've heard a movie like this!
What the fuck is the speed of radiation?
Ugh.
Oh, that's awful.
It now travels at the speed of radiation, but radiation is not bound by the laws of time because it's a wave. So because of that,
Wave,
they
not
can
a particle. It makes
Called a
perfect
science.
sense.
which means it can now travel through time. Time tigers. What do? They just tigers that show up and attack people randomly in different points in history.
Oh my god, I love it.
Hitler tiger.
We would do a full
You can't
thing where
clock
like
radiation.
a 20-minute skit
Zulu War.
of just
Tiger.
like a medieval village where it's not funny and nothing fucking happens. Then all of a
Time
sudden, time tiger, and it just mauls the blacksmith to death and then vanishes, and everyone thinks it was a wolf. And we just
Time tiger.
cut the skit, and then it like crazy 80s text, time tiger.
What's the speed of radiation? You can't clock radiation.
It's
Because
possible
because
it
it's a
ruins
wave.
the machine.
Millorads.
Time tiger traveling at the speed of radiation. What? Why is the tiger green? Because of the radiation. Duh.
Yeah.
Time tiger.
This is how the werewolf myth started, from time tigers.
Yeah. Time tiger.
But then they get
What Big Mike is describing as a 60s B-grade sci-fi film. Fuck you, that's an 80s sci-fi film.
It's right up there with.
then we
Thing
need to
from the
we
Black
need to
Lagoon.
we need to further the plot. The time tigers.
The problem
They
is
got
the time
fight with
tiger is the
somebody.
bad guy. So there's one...
No, they're the good guys.
No, hang on, let me finish. In the first film, they're the bad guy. Like Terminator, right?
Right. Yes.
Okay, the first film, they're the bad guy.
Or like,
Right.
or like Godzilla.
Yeah, right?
No.
But then-
Terminator. Sam, get with it.
I love you, babe.
They say he's got to go, Godzilla.
And this is why we didn't bring up Godzilla.
Yeah.
This is why it triggers things.
So, in the first film, you have this one scientist trying to stop Time Tiger, and no one believes him.
No, because it's fucking mental.
And they're finally bringing before the Board of Inquiry. And then the fucking Time Tiger comes and kills the
And
guy.
it kills the Board of Inquiry.
Yeah, and then he's like, what now, motherfuckers?
And he's all like wounded. He's like, you can have all the funding you want. We'll get those time tigers.
It's just one Time Tiger. And then he realizes something. The tiger is aging.
And the one guy's like, he's like, give me the paper, and he signs it in like a signature, and then it's like, trails down the,
Yeah.
and there's like blood on the paper, and he's
it's
like,
just- and
I'm the chancellor now of science.
No, it's just written at the end of his signature. It just trails off and it writes Godspeed. Godspeed.
And he's like, you're the chancellor of science now.
Yeah.
And he leaves like a bloody handprint down his face.
It becomes like his war paint.
It's like war paint.
And what happens is he has to catch the time tiger.
Of course.
But he realizes something. The time tiger keeps appearing at different points in its life.
Because time tiger.
It's time tiger, right? So if he kills the time tiger early in its life, the paradox will kill the rest of the incarnations of the time tiger. But no one will remember.
Timeline.
But no one will remember that he was a hero.
But the timeline.
Who wants to see Hawk the Slayer?
No, we're busy.
Yeah.
We're right, time tiger.
Oh my God, Hawk the Slayer.
It's just. And you have this time tiger. He finally figures out he's charting the time tiger. And there's like one picture of it in a Renaissance portrait, and it's right about to die. And he's just like,
that's where he's the oldest.
That's where he's the oldest. I have to get him when he's youngest. And then you find out he's moving backwards in time. So he's really old in the past, but young and fresh the closer it gets to now. And when we get to the future...
Wait a second, are you stealing the fucking plot from What's-Her-Face from the
It's a B-grade movie, David!
Well, there's no stealing, it's an homage!
Yeah!
Hello, sweetie.
It's already better plot than Last Stranding. You singing that song reminds me of...
Death Stranding has a great plot. If you like delivering pizzas.
Yeah, and then he realizes he has to move forward in the future with the radiation from the same microwave that made Time Tiger. And then he kills Time Tiger.
How do we replicate that experiment? It's impossible.
He puts tinfoil in a microwave.
Genius!
No, uranium! Uranium in the
wrapped in tinfoil!
Yeah, wrapped in tinfoil.
Because the tinfoil is the catalyst.
Yeah, it just goes... and he starts hunting down the Time Tiger, and you have these fucking particle 80s effects go...
Well, you have to.
As you go through time.
Well, you got to show the audience how the radiation particles move.
Yeah, and as he's going through time, he sees the Time Tiger going past him. He's like, not yet, but I'll get you earlier. And then you find the Time Tiger is its youngest, and he goes to kill it, but it's still a fucking tiger. So it kills him. And his body just ends up somewhere. No, the day he was born! And it hits the crib.
Starting the whole process over again.
Yeah. And it's just like his parents keep telling him this story.
Hold on, wait. Does the Time Tiger come back in his dying breath, smash the microwave, creating the Time Tigers?
Yes! And there's more Time Tigers that are shooting out across time. Or they could be all the same Time Tiger. So the Time Tiger causes the first Time Tiger event, as well as multiple other Time Tigers to happen, while his body hits his crib. His parents tell him that story, thus making him a scientist, and it's a perfect pretzel.
It's a pretzel of time.
Yeah. I've heard stories of better ways of handling uranium being fucking devastating. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the plot of Time Tiger.
And people may wonder why or how I can handle this while doing all this stuff. I've tuned them out a little bit, just saying.
You're doing an amazing job, by the way.
Thank you.
It's selective attention deficit disorder.
It really is.
Look, legs.
Legs.
Pair of.
Mike is making my head hurt. You must make this
Mecha
movie.
boots.
With what budget? Where am I going to get a fucking... Actually, I could get a tiger. Apparently there is a... I love how our view count went from 19 down to 12 while I was just a tiger.
Because you went nuts.
As Rusty slams his head in the keyboard repeatedly, he starts to bleed out with a smile, so knowing that the nightmare will be over.
Silly, Rusty. This is in your brain forever.
Yeah.
It's like an earworm.
Mnemonic poison.
There are literally entire production studios that are dedicated to making shitty B movies. And all it says,
Yeah.
what's your movie? Time Tiger. Go on. Here's the premise.
What's that one that keeps making terrible movies on Amazon? Guess who did like every fucking
Like
disaster.
Sharpedo?
Sharknado?
What's Shark versus Croctopus or whatever?
Oh, that was like
Like a shark versus
How do you
Croctopus.
know where to get a tiger, Mike? Should I be concerned? I know a guy.
No, you shouldn't be concerned. You should be deeply concerned
Asylum.
if he doesn't say the shit out loud. Then it's going on in his head,
Yeah.
and that's a problem.
Thank you, Tipsler. Asylum.
Asylum.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking mental, and they
Yeah,
make anything.
Yeah, there's got to be like a shitty production studio in Canada. But we make...
Oh, Rusty, you making it political. Not if I remove my brain, Jordan, and I could live without it.
The problem is that I do know a film studio. You're
That would
not
make
gonna, you're not gonna like it.
Don't say the one I think it is. No, I'm not giving it to that one. They don't deserve it.
Yeah, they do
Well,
all
they have the
sci-fi
same
movies.
budget.
Yeah, I'll just be like, hey guys, I got a premise. What is it? Time Tiger. We've had it. Wait for it. I'm gonna throw in a sex scene. Go on. Because the Time Tiger's gonna maul a couple having sex.
Well, yeah, it's gonna.
And they're gonna die. In
Oh, it's the second coming of Jesus! This couple's about to have sex and they're gonna give birth to the baby Jesus because the Time Tiger attacked them.
But they can't. Jesus was Immaculate Conception.
Yeah, but not if you kill the mother.
What?
Tiger kills the mom, stopping the second coming of Jesus. It's Time Tiger, a bad guy.
No, but we need to. If it's gonna be like Terminator, we need to exonerate Time Tiger in the second movie.
Yeah, well, there's something worse.
Yes,
There's something worse.
we need our T-1000. We need some kind of other animal that's gone berserk from the future,
Yeah, but it's
but further in the future.
yeah.
So it'll be like a mecha.
No. What is? You know what it is. You have.
I want to
have
go with
a thought.
iguana.
She has a thought, guys, and I need to hear it. My love, I love you and respect you as a woman. Tell me you're
Make
Terra.
this worse.
Tell me the bad guy for Time Tiger.
Black hole black bear.
Ah! Yes.
Well, it has to be now.
Yeah.
It's just a
You can't put
rotoscope
something like that
black
back in the box.
I love you. I love you. Marry me. My muse.
Black hole
Black bear.
It's just poorly rotoscoped out.
Yeah, no, it's a cardboard. It's a black bear with a cardboard tube, a hole around its belly. It gets up. It's painted in Vanta black, so it's just the only part of the black bear that's just black.
What's his goal is to...
He doesn't have a goal. He's just a fucking bear with a black hole in his torso. That's pretty
He
spooky.
was meant to finish the job Time Tiger started.
But only Time Tiger can fight him because radiation isn't affected by gravity. I know it is. I know it is.
Not at the speed by which this radiation travels. This is Tiger Rads.
Yeah, it's been mutated. Not only did the radiation mutate the tiger,
It's-
the tiger mutated the radiation.
It's not normal radiation anymore. It's bioelectric radiation.
Chunky.
Chunky, hunky, funky monkey.
Oh, he's the jive guy we throw in for like the fourth film when the radiation.
Oh no,
when
the token monkey.
Yeah,
What?
then we throw in when the movie.
Well, we lost track of our own plot and we need to sell toys.
Yeah,
Chunky, hunky, funky monkey.
we need to get the kids in now because this used to be an R-rated film, but it'll go PG-13
Yeah.
because it'll be the Time Tiger fighting the black hole.
Because
black
we'll
bear.
release 3 of them straight to DVD.
Yeah.
How long are we doing the stream till?
5.
Okay, I'm gonna go get a drink.
Go ahead.
Give me one too.
How does the tiger mutate radiation? It's tiger.
My fucking thighs.
It mutated it through the time stream.
Yeah.
You're a time stream.
Thank you. I think.
I can't go that way.
I know you can't.
Let me lean forward.
I'm gonna die.
No, you're not. But yeah, no.
The biometrics of the tiger mutated the radiation.
We could make the worst trailer from this.
Tachyons!
Yeah, tachyons. We could make the worst trailer from this just from stock footage of tigers attacking people. Time Tiger.
It just comes out of fucking nowhere.
Time Tiger. Coming for the sequel. Time Tiger
This
versus
is
the
gonna make
black
us all
hole black
goddamn
bear.
rich. I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now. We're back up to 15. 3 people love Time Tiger.
Yeah. Time Tiger.
Burn a dolphin. We can make a time team.
Well, we just need someone who can make synth, which would be Tom. We could get Tom White in on this.
Yeah, we really could.
He would be
today.
like, Tom, do you want to make a shitty 80s film? I was waiting for the day you'd call, Mike.
We can get him in on this today.
So fast. And he would write the best fucking script for this film.
Today.
Someone tell Tom he's an evil genius White. Is this a B movie or Mike's Madness?
Where does the other one start, the other begin?
You know,
Who can say?
when you've eaten food long enough, is the food you or are you the food? Not just any dolphin king.
Obviously, you're the food. You're made of meat
Yeah.
and juice.
I thought you said Jews for half a second.
Like
The
Jews?
Hebrew people, yes.
No.
I know. But it was funny.
Thanks.
For a minute. Oh, we lost half an hour discussing Time Tiger. I think
That was not lost. Oh, fuck you.
So I've done everything
Sam
for him
Stickcraft.
except for his hands so far. So this is what Enryu looks like, and he's my favorite.
Oh man.
I'm trying to bring back the wholesomeness.
Time is never wasted if you enjoyed wasting it.
Half an hour, Mike. It's been 10 years. My madness is interdimensional. See, for you it was 10 years. For me it was half an hour because I travel at the speed of radiation. See, I'm going to forget talking about that after this stream, about traveling at the speed of radiation.
I don't think you will.
And people will quote it back to me at Bravo, be like, but Mike, I got here at the speed of
With
radiation,
radiation.
and I'll be like, what? Time Tiger! Time Tiger!
Time Tiger!
And I'll scream it like there's something wrong with my head.
As if there was.
But Mike, we know there always is. It's red. Time tiger. It's full of time tigers.
Mike, you need to include a supernova at some point. That's for the 6th film. When we reboot
The supernova is how the black hole black bear got its power.
No. At the very end, all of these causality ruining animals create the supernova, and only Time Tiger can save us by rebooting the universe. And a new Time Tiger appears, but he's all rad in 90s version now, and it's less cool.
Oh, legit
And he's
question.
neon.
Yeah, he's neon.
Because it's 80s.
How does radiation work with black holes? Weirdly.
Well, this radiation,
Relativistic jets.
we explained this away already. This radiation isn't affected by black hole gravity because it's been
Muted
superimposed with bioelectric mutation
by the tiger.
by the tiger. And the time stream that the tiger is enveloped in.
It's known as a relativistic jet.
Yeah.
They,
How much of a budget would it take this to take? Most of it I could do.
Oh, it's got to be low budget, of course.
So low budget.
Like, we'll be like, so how much would this normally cost? Cut that cost in half. What can we do now?
Be like, Tyler, we're making a B movie and watch Tyler scream. It's like,
Why?
the most money is going to be spent on the tiger. What tiger?
Buying the clips of them just eating people.
Oh, yeah, stock footage.
Yeah. People get attacked in India by tigers all the time.
We get so much B-roll.
Random tiger attacks. It's all different tigers. You can clearly tell they're different tigers. We just say it's Time Tiger.
Well, the effect on Time Tiger that makes him glow covers up most of the tiger's differentiating features. So, there. Shouldn't you be taking notes for the survey?
No one's put stuff up.
Well, that's because you keep distracting.
Well, you
Time
guys...
Tiger!
If you can see me right now, I have my head shaking it side to side, slowly wondering. So, all right, then fine then.
I got our first clip of Time Tiger on film.
What?
Oh, ouch.
And Time Tiger!
Oh shit! Here he comes. Okay.
Here we're driving. Oh, look, a tiger.
Time Tiger!
Motherfucker!
Time Tiger!
Time Tiger.
All right. So, questions people would like to see, like to have asked them on the survey for D20 Live, or just games you would like to see.
How bad do you want to see Time Tiger?
How bad do you think having a chrono tiger would be? No, that's chrono catfish. Time tiger.
Oh my god, Chrono Catfish. It's like we're making Mega Man villains right now.
When did Kaiju get involved with Time Tiger?
Chrono Catfish! Time Tiger!
At some point, we have to have someone try to
Boomer
absorb
Coanger.
radiation to fight
What?
Time Tiger, and he just gets leukemia.
Oh, why?
It's just like, why did you think that was going to work? Time Tiger! That's just crazy, man.
Fine. Think of a kind of name that goes with H, and then you'll have hippopotamus go with it too.
Hitler hippopotamus?
No!
I kind of want it now. It's just a
H-bomb
hippopotamus.
hippopotamus.
It's just a hippopotamus. Someone put some black marker in the middle of his lip. It's just like, that hippopotamus is an asshole. I'm going to write down Time Tiger real quick.
I'm gonna write this down for posterity.
Yeah.
Time tiger, black hole back bear,
Tiger.
chrono catfish.
Travels at the speed of radiation.
Yep.
Possible brain tumor. Write that down.
He could just be in a hallucination. The 7th movie reveal. He's been in a coma this entire time.
We get back the original actor.
Oh no.
Anyway, so yeah.
We could probably get Kevin Spacey super cheap.
Yeah, because he's, you know.
We'll just get every ostracized actor from Hollywood.
God. Oh.
Anyway, back to the survey. We should try and get some more things from that. We have a few games here on the
What,
list.
the rest of the Weinstein money?
It's there to be taken.
Wouldn't that be a funny thing for the cops to hear? What are you here doing? Stealing Harvey Weinstein's money. I mean, it's legally wrong. Blades in the Dark. There we go.
I have
Did you just
heard of
smack it
Blades
on
in
your
the Dark.
face?
No.
I own Blades in the Dark.
Do you?
Yes.
Nice.
Good times. It's all about creating a gang that slowly annexes territories from other gangs.
Can you just out of fucking nowhere throw Time Tiger into a con game?
The problem is he happened here on a craft stream.
Uh-huh.
If I was going to do an 80s, oh my god, I know what game system to put Time Tiger in.
No, just anything. Like,
No, I know what game. There's dude,
related.
Jordan, the 80s RPG I showed you. Remember?
Yeah.
Way back when. I make the bad guy a Time Tiger. I could literally run that game.
Only if you throw Back to the Future effects when the tiger comes and goes.
I'll do the best I can.
Like the fire trail. The tiger has to get to 88 miles an hour.
Yeah, that tiger was booking pretty hot there. So.
Well, we've got time.
It's called straight to. It's called straight to VHS and just make Time Tiger.
Oh Jesus!
It's just a movie, but you got them taking down Time Tiger.
So
yeah.
we have got Time Tiger, but we've also got the Shadowrun Tiger.
Marty, there's something wrong at the zoo.
But yeah, D20 Live
We gotta
chat.
get back to the future.
RPG games you would like to see us play, please, or continuities you'd like us to visit.
Shit. The fucking script writes itself.
Stormbringer RPG by Chaosium.
Fucking music by Danny Elfman.
Are we doing anything Star Trek related at some point?
I know Tyler really wants to do one,
What
but I'm
system
gonna
is
put it in. It's literally the Star Trek RPG.
He's gonna make us figure out what isolinear chips are.
They're chips that are isolinear, Dave. Follow along.
And here's a biogel pack. Oh god, it's filled with dead goldfish.
More of your original stuff. Okay, Gloria. Thank you.
Oh, it's smelly.
It's leaking.
It's so smelly.
We love you, Tyler, if you're watching.
He might be.
We miss you.
We do miss him. Oh, Dave, you're coming to run the audio
Yeah.
for that game, right? For the Pendragon game.
Oh wait, Pendragon?
Yeah,
What's that?
December. Third weekend in December. So 2 weeks from now.
Looking it up.
What happened to Tyler? He's doing a lot of overtime at work.
He's on a cruise right now.
No, he's not. He's legitimately like just working overtime, and we are very worried for his health.
I'm making sure he's okay.
He's kind of our son. Just saying.
You've adopted him. I don't think I have the rights to adopt him.
You don't have rights to adopt him? Is that what you just said?
Yeah. Okay, so...
Well, he's a full-grown man, so, I mean, adoption isn't really a thing.
We have adopted him!
She just does this, dude. Just let it go.
We adopted Connor.
Robotech by Palladium Books? I don't know. Because if I'm
Doctor
gonna...
Who?
Someone say Doctor Who?
No, I'm actually asking.
Robotech...
Why would you even do that? What would even the plot be?
Oh my
For Doctor
God.
Who?
Time Tigers. It fits.
Let's see here.
Can we ruin Doctor Who for everyone?
Oh my god, we already got a mocap model. My sister's chubby cat. Look at this cat.
Wild Card. What are your thoughts on the Wild Card novels by George R. R. Martin and his other authors' friends? I've not actually read it yet.
I have one of them, actually. They are weird.
Let's see here. Unknown Armies.
Oh, right. Unfortunately, I do have
Oh, ruin Doctor Who?
I have a Christmas party.
Wouldn't be hard to do.
December 15th.
Sorry.
Try to get Beth.
Okay. Try and get Beth.
Sorry, guys.
What day is
That's
that?
fine.
On the 15th.
What? You're so fucking popular doing.
I have friends.
I know other people.
I have friends. Sorry.
I have other friends. You guys just fucking special.
Stop.
My heart cockles.
What? Your heart cockles?
The cockles of my heart.
I don't know what that means.
Neither do I.
Starship Troopers.
Oh man. Roll for damage. Roll for damage. Roll for damage.
Or what? Sam?
Starship Troopers.
Oh, Jesus.
Roll for damage. Roll for damage.
Would you like to know more?
Yes.
Is Starship Troopers even a thing? Like a system?
I don't think so, but
Not
it'd be
really.
Can we
hilarious.
do that in Death Watch?
Pretty much. That is Death
Probably.
Watch. Deadlands. There we go. There's when I was hoping to make the list.
Power Rangers. Go, Sloth Zord. I'll be there in 3 weeks.
Oh man, if you get close to those claws, they might push you away menacingly.
I'll hang from a tree like a goddamn hero. Go, power of goldfish. Flop.
Has anyone seen that fucking game now, I Am Fish?
No.
It's like I Am Bread.
Still, not good.
I'd rather play Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah.
You'd like it. It's made of gentle shenanigans.
What, Untitled Goose Game?
Yeah.
I want to play that while doing Glomgold's voice from DuckTales.
Why?
Because it's funny. Just be screaming out, I know you've suffered, old woman. I've stolen your egg. What?
You're never mind.
How'd you know that was me? It's always you, Goose. How'd you know it was me?
Ah, shit.
How did you know I was going to come through the fence? You always come through the fence. And I always will!
Fucking
Fuck.
the
Ooh,
fucking
Starfighter.
duck. The duck.
Possible
show.
Starfighter long game.
Okay. Don't know what I'd do for it, but...
Tribe in space!
The tribe in
Oh
space.
god.
We're also very cold.
Yeah, that's what I want to
just
I want the
today figured
tribe
out
to have a starship. That's the worst way to end... Oh my god, that'd be the best way to end it, but it'd also be the worst
We
way.
just today figured out pants.
Die Hard.
So hush
Die
you,
Hard, of course.
you cantankerous beastie.
Die Hard in space.
Oh my god, can we do Vampire the Masquerade?
Yes, I already have a
Can we
character.
please do Vampire the Masquerade?
I already have a character. His name is Ashley.
I hate you to death.
The question is who runs that game. Because
Oh god, who cares? It doesn't. You can run itself.
I'll import a GM.
You're all vampires. Go. Like you be the GM for 4 seconds. Be like, everyone's a vampire and action. Vampire in space, where all of the UV radiation is everywhere.
Yeah. It's like, what happened? Well, I went out for a spacewalk, and not gonna lie, I lost Ted. Because he just walked out through the open glass window, and my god, did he die? Because, did you know space is full of stars?
Did you know space is chock-a-block crammed with radiation?
From the sun? So many stars out there. He screamed. And you know what stars are? Just different suns.
Lots and lots of suns.
And man, we went past one. Whatever happened to that Pathfinder 2nd E-World you set up, Mike? Because we're not going to MagFest, I was going to actually run it in January.
Nice.
So.
Spoilers,
Can you
but
imagine
okay.
us, like, with the same attitude we went through that fucking Die Hard game playing Vampire the Masquerade?
Oh no.
You would Stargate or Battlestar Galactica original, not
You're coming across a Nosferatu, it's like, oh, hey there, ugly!
Here, now it's a giant rocket.
That looks like a dildo for Godzilla.
Oh no. They say he's got to go Godzilla.
Engage thrusters! Engage
Hey.
retro thrusters! Engage thrusters! Engage retro thrusters!
Because yeah, people have consistently asked to go back to Angoria.
You sir are a goober.
Much
but
to your
we'll-
chagrin, I imagine.
What? No, not really.
No.
Oh.
No, him being a goober.
What?
What?
We're having very different conversations right now.
But yeah, no. A lot of people have been consistently asking throughout the year to go back to Angoria. So I'm really happy about that because it means it was really good. What?
Feel my pain, Rusty. Jordan Dave, why? Why? The image in my head.
Oh, you mean pleasing Godzilla?
Engage retro thrusters. Engage thrusters.
Engage retro thrusters. Engage thrusters.
Engage retro thrusters. Engage thrusters.
We could do a Gundam setting game or Zoid. I am doing a Gundam game. I don't know about Zoids, but I'll put it on.
Zoidberg. Sorry, what?
What about Zoid?
Finally, it's Zoidberg's
It's on the list.
turn.
It's on the list. We're gonna put it in. How's your thing going?
Stargate? We could do Stargate.
I wrote it up already.
Battlestar Galactica?
his hands on.
Oh, awesome. How does he look? Let's
Only
check it.
reboot Battlestar Galactica.
Have you guys checked out VT
'Cause
M5th
it's
at all?
sad and
I think
nothing good
Scott
happens.
has.
They're on every 22 minutes. We get attacked.
Fucking Battlestar Galactica.
Guys, take a look at our models.
My
Look how they
favorite.
came out.
They're
I'm
very
looking at
pretty
model.
and twins.
They're twins.
Twinsies.
Well, because they combine.
Yeah,
The power of friendship.
as all twins should.
Exactly.
What?
Exactly. Combining.
When is that Slayers game? Okay. We were trying to go to a convention this year, and we were going to use the Slayers game for that. That didn't happen. So there's a convention I'm trying to make happen. If this convention happens, I'm going to we're going to do Slayers for that. But I don't want to say the name of that convention because I don't want to screw it up. But I want to, because it had so much demand for it, I want to use it for a big con. So that's why.
Whatever's being cooked upstairs is making me really hungry.
Yeah, I'm smelling it too. It's killing me. It's got cheese on it for sure.
Oh god.
Here, Donald.
And there's some sort of
Final
wheat product
Fantasy.
involved. I thought it might have been bread of some kind, but it also might be noodles at this point.
You smell that? That is a lovely smell of gluten.
Final Fantasy.
Garlic.
How's your thing going?
Still going because I have to make the joint leg
Ah.
for the.
I'm settling on garlic bread for now. It's probably not.
Right, so I gotta make the
What
joint
about a
leg,
game
which
in the
is
Final Fantasy
what
setting?
takes it.
Which one, though?
Forever.
There's like 12 of them.
6, obviously. It's the only game we're talking about.
Okay, cool. So not 6.
Oh, harsh.
14.
May I see
where
her?
You can
May I see the
fucking
boys?
go buck wild.
Yeah, let's go play water ball or whatever the fuck, right, Mike?
Is it D20 Slayers? Can you confirm or deny? I cannot
Astro
confirm
Blood
or
Ball.
deny what version of Slayers we will be doing because of the fact that I haven't seen the D20 Slayers game. If you guys thought about doing a Persona game for stream,
Yes.
Hi! I've been working on a thing that we're going to be filming in January. It might not come out for a while, but it'll be coming out. And, yeah, look forward to it.
Yeah, she's doing the thing.
So far, it is 25 pages of notes
on how the system works.
of how the system works. And I've boiled down all the notes themselves to about 7 pages of just stuff. Not even the adventure yet, just of how the system works. So, yeah.
I'm coming to that one, right? Good stuff.
I mean, I could do it as a stream, but I was going to do it as a
You're
long
getting
game.
a long game.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
Then we can edit it.
Oh.
I will show you it, Jordan, if you want.
That's okay. I know I'm definitely not the target audience for that.
No. But you
It's
would,
okay.
I'm not going to lie, you would have a lot of fun with it.
Probably. I just
May I take a look at the little boys?
Yeah, go
my
ahead. I
main
said
concern
yes.
with being in a game like that is I wouldn't take the serious parts seriously. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You
And I don't wanna
barely, you
ruin-
barely take the serious part seriously in Ravenloft.
Oh. People come for the sass and they say for the sass, okay? No, we're not even the worst of us all either.
Who is the worst? In your
I don't
opinion?
know.
Probably me.
Maybe you, maybe Tom.
I'm the reason.
Oh, does this chest plate open up and do the deep
Tom's a
chill?
sassy bitch
It
sometimes.
does.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes.
But back talk is how I deal with stress.
It's a coping.
Wow, he's got a lot of posability to him, except
Yeah.
even his head. Wow, that is wicked, Sam.
Hey, take a look at Enryo, too. Because they're similar, but they're actually, like... Because, like, these are partly... They're similar, but they're really different at the same time.
I have vague authority issues.
That's fine.
That's done. That's the first one.
Oh, punch the authority figure. Right in the goober.
That's right, stick it to the man. Although technically I am the man.
Yep.
Stick it to
Stick
you
it to
all
me.
the time.
Frequently, yeah. Much to my chagrin. Oh, that is wickedly
At
good
least we're not
posability, babe.
sticking-
Okay,
Minute,
but the
you.
number of times where I maybe have not been feeling well and I didn't stick it to you at any given moment, you've actually been concerned.
I have. And you've just turned around and been like, no, I legitimately am enjoying myself and I want to enjoy the experience. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I've got what they call resting shithead face. I know, you know, some people say like resting bitch face. I have resting shithead face.
Like, it's,
Or if I'm just looking at you with like my normal like just blank thing, you think I'm thinking of something awful to do to you. I
You're
don't.
not.
Sometimes I'm not.
just you're just there, man.
Sometimes I'm just there. Sometimes I'm just along for the ride.
Oh yes.
I'm riding this crazy train right now.
Yeah, Dave is the mouthpiece of chaos.
Hey, Sam, are you going to get Persona 5 Royal when it comes out?
Sometimes you just say insane shit.
No, I didn't
Yes.
think I was going to get
Yes,
that
that
at
is
all.
done it
We haven't been
today.
trying to
Yes.
make sure when
Twice.
it's actually going to be
Maybe.
announced first, so that way I can
The more
actually
people say, like,
pre-order
what is
it
happening?
on time. It's
Like,
nonsense.
This is what happens.
Yes.
Just accept it. Move on.
I'm actually going to
Yes.
probably going to get Mike to pre-order it, so that way it'll come
I've stopped
here, and I can
being, like, shocked by
worry
it.
about,
I'm
and
just
then I
like,
can just
yeah,
pay him
it
back.
makes
It'll
sense.
just be a
I
lot
am
easier.
no longer concerned about the responsibilities of my actions.
What?
What?
What the hell are you two talking about?
Talking about how Dave sometimes is the mouthpiece of chaos.
But yeah, no,
Sometimes
not
I
gonna lie,
tune
I'm actually gonna get
real
Mike to
hard in.
pre-order it
Yep.
at near his place because it's a lot easier for me to get stuff from his place. So it just works out a lot easier. Each. Oh damn it. Okay.
What is a man? I'm a little pile of secrets.
That's a Castlevania reference.
Is it?
Yeah,
I
because
like it.
okay, the first Castlevania game in the West to have voice acting was Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Right.
So it starts off with this standard Castlevania story of you're playing the Belmont du jour.
So wait, so just kind of getting to the main point, is that just a mistranslation?
No, I don't think it was.
Oh.
So-
Okay, continue. Belmont du jour.
Yeah, and you go up to fight Dracula
As you.
as the day, and you go up to Rusty. That's basically Ravenloft. What do you
Damn
want?
Ravenloft is 1,000% Castlevania.
Castlevania. Like it so is. Anyway, so,
So
you go up
that's
to
why the tribe game is us derping our way through Castlevania.
yeah. So you go up to the room, and then voice acting starts for the first time, right? And you hear the worst voice acting, but it's also simultaneously amazing
Yeah.
because Richard goes and goes, "Die, monster! You don't belong in this world."
Yep, it's right there.
Yeah, and it's just it goes from there, and it's just this. It's supposed to be this very big, epic, traditional, old-fashioned heroic speech.
Yeah.
And it starts with the ending of Castlevania Blood. Well, quite kind of.
Continue.
Anyway, so it starts with the ending of the previous game, but
Got it.
I don't think you care about that.
I don't know it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never actually played a Castlevania game before.
They could be really good.
I believe it.
So anyway, you fight Dracula as Richter.
Sure.
You get this incredibly bad voice acting, and one of the lines is, "What is a man?" And he hucks his wine glass on the ground, and it breaks.
As it does, yeah.
And it's just the entire moment is so silly and over the top.
Yeah.
And he says, "What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you?" And he gets up and you start fighting him. It's just so
Like, what?
yeah.
So confusing.
And you can take down Dracula without taking a hit because it's really easy, despite the fact that the game it's based on is actually he's a lot harder in that fight.
Sure. I just like the quote that they use because, like, what is a man but a little pile of secrets? I'm like,
What D&D class are the Belmonts? Fighters.
I kind of dig that, actually.
They are pure fighters with really high use magic device stats.
I thought also paladins.
No, because they don't.
They don't have powers.
In later chapters, they do. A couple of later generations do have like really powerful versions of Turn Undead.
Oh.
But like the early generations,
Well,
are
you can multi-class fighter and cleric.
yeah,
It's an old D&D go-to.
yeah.
No.
The
They
Symphony of the Night-
didn't have paladin initially, did they?
They had
What was it?
elf, dwarf, magic user, fighting man.
Thief.
I'm trying to remember. There was this old game I used to
Thief.
have like 1,000 years ago, and it was a Dungeons and Dragons game, but it was like a kingdom management game.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't. It
Help
wasn't
Someone go in.
Okay.
Okay,
that
So,
module
like
that we do.
This
Kingmaker. It wasn't Kingmaker at all.
Like this?
Yeah.
Was it?
No, it couldn't have been Kingmaker because Kingmaker wasn't out yet.
No, it was an advanced Dungeons and Dragons RPG game where you largely managed a kingdom and finances and things like that, and then every now and then you could go into a
that's
dungeon, like
Right,
first
'cause it's
person
not- I
isolinear
can't
kind
get
of
it in.
thing.
Because it's
And
budded.
you could
so...
find treasure and shit that way. And the game was super fucking hard. I don't remember the name of it all. So old though.
Original D&D classes. All right.
It was Advanced Dungeons and Dragons for sure. I remember that.
Oh, they had a cleric. Fighting man, magic user, cleric. Basic D&D had 7 clerics, dwarves, elves, fighters, halflings, magic users, and thieves.
So like Elf and Dwarf was a class.
Did you want me to try
Wow.
again, or
Try from
Because
this angle,
elf could
'cause then you'll get the leverage.
fight
I've been trying
as
this
well as use magic.
Yeah.
And dwarves, what do dwarves have?
I don't know. The reason I bring it up is because birthright. That was it. Yes. The reason I bring it up is because one of the kingdoms that you could pick when you start off was a dwarven one, where the dwarven Thane King thingy was like it was a fighter cleric combo, and he was so fucking strong. But dwarves were a lot of fun to play because you got melee guys and you got ranged guys in your troops, and the dwarven crossbowmen were unreal overpowered.
All right, birthright campaign setting.
Oh yeah, I've heard dwarves couldn't use magic back in the day.
Okay.
No, because they're supposed to be because it's based off tokens things where they're supposed to be super immune to
I
magic.
can't push it
And
down
they're
with my
not
nails. I'm
able
afraid
to,
my nails are gonna break.
Use it because they're elemental.
Because I can turn it around.
or something.
Yeah, something like that.
So magic just doesn't work in general with them. Like they're immune to it largely, and they aren't able to wield it because it's just they kind of exist outside of that realm.
So you could fireball a dwarf and he'd be fine.
No, it still fucking works, but like mind control magic doesn't work so hot. Like debuffs and stuff just generally don't work on them so well. But they also can't use magic very much either. It's based on tokens attribution of the dwarves, where they're technically constructs of a certain.
Well, they popped out of
manufacturer.
holes.
Yeah. Well, they were crafted, not necessarily birthed.
Yeah.
It's complicated.
Try and
And then
push
once
it,
the dwarves
because
became a race, they
just
were
push
able
it-
to be birthed because they kind of fell away from it. Actually,
Like,
World
try
of Warcraft touches on this a
this
little
way?
bit too. But
Because
these
I can
two
turn it back
constructs of
down.
metal and stone,
Yeah, no,
and
that's
then
what I'm trying to do.
were cursed
Like
with
this, right?
flesh or something,
But
and then
the-
became
Yeah.
like a race.
like and
of
push
people
down
who were
with your
able to
nail
birth
to.
children like a normal race would be.
But the stone
They
affinity
didn't start off
never
that
went
way.
away.
Yeah, the stone
There you
affinity
go.
kind of
Yeah,
faded.
thank you.
Got it.
That took forever.
Imagine dwarf walking through fireballs like the Terminator.
That'd be cool though. Wouldn't you just be like dwarves are immune to magic? What magic? All magic. What?
I feel like a dwarven racial ability would be really good. We touched on this actually if you listen really close on the last episode.
Whoa! We got a thing.
What a thing! Hey, a follower!
Woo!
Thank you for following.
Followed us. Thank you very much.
Thank you for following our asses.
It's funny, despite the Netflix Castlevania, Konami still hasn't announced a new game.
Dude, Netflix Castlevania is so good.
It is. Season 2 isn't as good as Season 1, though.
Well, still, I enjoyed both of them very much, actually.
In addition, 0, D&D 9th level was the highest it went. Dwarves only went up to 6th level, but had spell resistance of a 10th level character. Nice.
Yeah. I think it would be a great, funny racial ability for a dwarf if, like, once per, like, session or whatever, you're able to just outright refuse to take damage.
You know, I
From a
could
magical source.
make that a thing in my
From a
setup.
magical source.
I could make that a thing.
Where
Someone
you're just like,
TPKs the party with a fireball, and you're like,
He's just
nope.
like, no.
let's call it just outrageous stubbornness.
And then you use your battle hammer to just knock their kneecaps off.
You know, in theory, I
Watch them
could,
flop around.
I could do that in Ingoria and make that an ability of theirs.
Yeah, just like as an alternate ability of some sort.
Yeah.
To be like one time for magic damage, you straight up
New
just
person.
refuse.
New person, welcome.
I hated the Savage Species book. I had a guy who wanted to play Rakshas every single time. What's the monster races? Rusty!
The Rakshasas are wildly overpowered even
Yeah,
for
they are.
level 1.
A lot of the monster races are. That's why they're scary.
Well, that's the thing. Technically, the dwarf is... I actually put it together. Remember I wanted to make that gnome,
Yeah.
that garden gnome race?
Yeah.
No, Rusty, we can't alienate them off the bat.
Let him get
Do you remember... If anyone's seen it on Netflix, there's the Troll Hunter series,
Yeah.
and there's a garden
Yes.
gnome in that, which they named Gnome Chomsky, who is a dagger teeth
Why is
psychotic
this so
lawn
fucking
gnome,
hard?
and I wanted to recreate that in Pathfinder, and I did it, and I think
can
it's
you-
in some paperwork back there somewhere. But I also then looked at the other, like the classic vanilla races, and how many points they would cost to go together,
Yeah.
right? Because each thing you can make
Oh
your
my
own
God,
races,
that's rough.
like customized in Pathfinder, but each thing you take for your race has a point cost, and you get there's no point cost limit unless you give it one, but there's points where it hits like this is a vanilla character range, and then this is like advanced race range, like the drow or like really
got it?
high.
Yeah, it clips
like,
in really easily, actually,
expensive.
when I got the right angle.
Thank you.
Dwarves are
I
actually the
couldn't do it.
most powerful cost-wise race of all the vanilla races. Because they have the most shit attached to it.
Interesting.
But I also think that a lot of dwarf racial abilities in Pathfinder are straight-up garbage. Like the goblinoid one the giant ones, so like the 2 race-specific ones that almost never come
Like a
into
Goliath
play.
type.
Yeah.
Against giants. It works really well if you play a game full of giants.
Yeah, but when's that going to happen, right?
What the hell is
It's very
2K3?
Well,
The tieflings are so, like, they're very expensive as a race is.
What the fuck is it?
I think some people used to counter this by putting the different players on different HP tracks.
Yeah.
So you start off with a crazy powerful race, but you gain HP much slower.
Oh yeah.
So it takes you much longer to level up, but it's counterbalanced by your outrageous racial abilities.
Well, I thought that's what they would do with.
No,
like,
we are not. We are not
1d4 hit
tormenting
points,
people
so
who
1d8.
join the chat. This is a welcoming environment.
Like
You have to
1d4,
draw them in, then you ambush them with the crazy. That's how that works.
especially when it comes to Gandahar.
Wait for the door to close behind them first.
I have put up links for Birthright, Bowler's Gate Forever. Tipster, make sure those are not careful, because if those are copyrighted books, Tipsler. Take them down. I know those books are still copyrighted.
I don't see where the fuck 2K3 goes in. Where the fuck is it?
Yeah, fuck Japan.
Yeah, there's a couple of adventure paths that do have giants in them. What was it, Realm of the Rune Lords is big giants too?
Yeah.
Big into giants?
Rise of the Remnants, yeah.
Initiation
It's
time.
for
Oh,
draft-
it's
it's
here.
the links too, Tipster. Sorry, then yes, if you do that, yeah. I thought
Okay,
you
it's here. Okay, never mind.
It's for the
I'll
drive.
go back in a sec.
Yeah, it's just he thought you were linking the PDFs directly.
Yeah.
In that case, it would be a frowned upon no-no.
Yeah.
But if you're linking them directly to the store to for people to
Yeah.
purchase the PDFs, then it's all good.
Sorry about that.
Overreacting, Mike.
I overreact a lot. You should see me at home.
We are at home.
But I'm working.
Is this suddenly a studio?
I'm not part of the Legion if I don't watch it. That's fine. I'm an official attaché then. I'm like a diplomat. I'm not in the frontline troops.
We're gonna shove you on the front line, strap you to a shield.
You're a monster.
I can be.
We're gonna.
I will never lead you in combat. That's for the betterment of all of us. Want to see what it'd be like to be led by me in combat? I'll fucking stream Warhammer 2
Oh
and
no!
watch all of my troops get mutilated by nothing.
Here's the thing:
Yes,
we'll play a
boy.
like an old StarCraft, original StarCraft with Brood War against each other.
Oh my god, you're just gonna spam bunkers or some insanity.
No, I know what I'm doing.
Do you?
Yeah,
Does he?
I play Zerg defensively.
Hydralist spam?
No.
Mutalist spam!
I do.
It's got to be one of those. There's only like 3 strategies that work in old StarCraft.
But yeah, what time is it now? 4:35. So we still got another 25 minutes. Gotten a bunch of stuff for the survey, which will be good.
I'll never lead us in combat. That's for the best for everyone involved.
Yes.
Or is it? Because if I'm not leading combat, then it's either
Me.
it's Mike.
I'm not a bad tactical leader.
Sure.
I'm not.
Okay.
So say he.
Babe, am I a bad tactical leader?
No.
Thanks.
Sorry, I'm focused.
I've noticed. But are you happy with what you got?
Yeah.
She said no.
I know.
Take your win.
She says it very softly, though. It sounds like I'd hit her if I didn't. If she didn't.
Why did you go to the most biased source in the room first?
Because I like it on my side.
Look him in the face and say that, Sam.
See?
Thanks. Hello.
Yeah.
I would let Dom lead me for you, Mike.
Dom's no.
Dom's a big fan of cannon fodder.
Yeah.
So good luck to you.
And gingerbreadman.
See, here's the thing. I'd be a perfectly good military leader, but if I led you into disaster, I'd be punishing you.
He'd be looking at me to get them out.
Yeah, I'd be like, Mike, why'd you send your entire military off into this horrible situation? Because they'll get out of it, and they need to learn what they did wrong.
So you're Saruman.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, it's fine. Don't be led by me. It's all good.
The orcs
Where
that
the fuck
survive
does this go?
become
Hang
a
on, it's
tighter,
in-
stronger military unit.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta weed out the soft. You know?
Tighter, stronger,
More
dis-
traumatized.
more disgruntled, traumatized military.
And if they rebel, I give them a wonderful, successful posting, should they live.
Yeah, bottom of the ocean.
It's okay. Dom's not watching. It's fine.
Yeah.
Wait, who is that?
Rusty's saying he doesn't want Dom to lead him into combat.
Let's put it this way. When Brood Wars came out, I was happy that medics were a thing because I always felt sad when my Marines died.
Well, that's in Homeworld when you got.
I can't play Homeworld. I get really emotionally invested in my units.
Yeah. Well, that's why you always send any unit forward with a repair ship. Then they have a chance of surviving.
Jordan,
So like nuke the repair ship first. Like, damn it!
Oh no!
Jordan,
What?
did you ever play Planetary Annihilation?
No,
Okay.
I can now.
Okay. Because I remember someone was telling me to play Planetary Annihilation and Planetary Annihilation Titans, but I have no idea which is the better of the two.
Oh, this goes so that way. This is there.
I don't know. Let's look on Metacritic.
Sure.
And Dave stretches like a motherfucker.
Yep.
Okay.
Dave stretches motherfuckerly.
Yep, motherfuckerly.
Planet.
You don't mind me picking these up and looking at them.
I don't know how to
Go
spell
ahead.
planet. Plan.
E.T.
Okay, so that's done. All
All
right.
the parts done?
All the parts are done.
So you gotta make Choryugen now.
Now I have to make show region.
Well, this is gonna be dynamic. When can we get the Discord emotes on the stream chats when D20 Live gets affiliate status? I actually need advice on how to set that up properly.
There we go. Planetary Knowledge for PC reviews. They got a 62%. So it's meh.
I never want to be the leader of any kind of RPG. I'd rather be the right-hand man leader. I don't like giving commands to others. Yeah, you get used to it.
Being the leader of something is a sucker's game because if you fuck up, yours is the head they're
right.
coming for.
I don't know. I do all right.
Sure.
Being the second in command,
Okay.
you're just following
So-
orders.
Okay, so Planetary Annihilation's Titan resembles the game Planetary Annihilation should have been at release.
Okay.
So it's
So,
better.
I need Enryu. Sorry, Horyu.
Okay. Fantasy Age. Pop it on.
Boop his head down.
I don't trust
Take
anyone
off.
who rates anything a perfect 10.
His
It's like, I feel like you're biased. Fun game with friendly community, good graphics.
take off his thing. He's here. Take off.
Strange butt touching mechanic.
There is a strange butt touching mechanic, yes.
Take off
In Planetary Annihilation too.
hands.
Stop punching my butt.
Yeah.
Go
Goes
the minions.
up.
But you can only get that when you're zoomed in all the way, and it's really hard.
Yeah.
Like
actually
this.
complaints. No, it's not.
I'm sorry. I'm really engrossed in what Sam's doing.
So-
She's combining them.
That's that.
Talk planets at each other in that game.
I need Enryu now.
Not my planet! That's where all my stuff is!
Sorry, Shalkern. I've been putting a Fantasy Age up, but it doesn't ever really crack a large number. But who knows this year, right?
Maybe.
I have a
Okay, so
book.
that's.
You know?
I think I have a Arthur
Head
C. Clarke novel about a
down.
planet that
Up.
threw rockets and flew away from a disaster of some sort.
Like this.
Wasn't
It was called War
that-
Planets.
Like this.
Called Nemesis or something?
Oh, what I'm thinking. There was a YTV 3D
War Planets. You're thinking
War Planets was fucking crazy.
Yeah, they got nuts.
I really like that show. I really feel like they fucked up when they made it just toy based.
Okay.
Ever thought
There
of
was a
running?
lot
It was a
there.
toy before it was.
Leg.
Ever thought of running a game set in the Gurren Lagann universe? Sure. What the hell? Let's try it. Put it in.
What the fuck
Put it
is
in.
going on? Okay, hang on a second.
There's no bad ideas.
It seems like it would get out of hand very quickly.
What, Gurren Lagann?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
Oh man, its sense of scale gets out of control.
What
Oh,
is
cool.
going on? Hang on a second.
I do all a sense of scale.
Yeah, they have
This.
galaxy fights.
What?
What
Yeah.
happened?
That's too much scale. Too much
What is-
scale.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
There's
They
literally.
created a pocket universe that they could fight in without destroying the actual universe, and then they picked up galaxies and threw them like shuriken.
That's not. What?
What?
That's not.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
What?
It was awesome.
It was pretty
What?
metal.
How?
But yeah, it starts off on Earth with.
Oh,
How do you even
with a
portray
mech.
that accurately?
Oh.
Like, that's insane.
It starts off on Earth with a mech the size of like a Volkswagen Beetle.
And that mech will
And
become the
then
thing. Mech that saves the universe.
It wildly gets
pierces
out
the
of hand
heavens.
because that becomes the head of a mech the size of say
A building.
two 18-wheeler trucks put together.
Where do the hands
And then
go?
that gets wildly out of control because they get to battleship-sized mechs. That gets wildly out of control because the moon is apparently a mech
And they
that
figure-
transforms into a giant battleship, the moon-sized.
Stop.
And then it
Popping
gets
off,
wildly out of
please.
control from
But
there.
you can't. do that because it will break everything on Earth.
Tides. Who cares?
No, they found the real moon.
Oh.
What?
Yeah. Turned out there was a fake moon. They turned the battleship into a moon. And
Oh, it clicks there. Okay.
And because they were planning to huck it at the planet to kill the planet.
Why?
Where do these go, though?
The bad guys were doing
They were
that.
going to huck their battleship
Hang
at
on.
the planet?
Yeah,
No,
because
they
we're
were
so
gonna
gonna
break
huck
the
moon at
battleship.
planet.
well.
Oh,
No, the bad guys
they
were going to
just-
huck
oh, they
the
just
good
clip.
guys' battleship.
Oh, they clip. They clip, honey. Look.
They clip? What
They clip.
clips? The hands?
The hands clip inside the leg.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
And then this clips just on top.
But why?
It's actually really functional.
And then,
Border gay.
hang on. This goes this way.
Also, it just all stores in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
What?
They had a lot of empty space in the leg cavities, so they used it.
Thanks for introducing me to the Made RPG. I ran a one-shot in my group. I went through a week's worth of it for making sure my friends didn't realize the master was my cat.
That's good.
So
You're
now
welcome, Magic Pudding.
Now that's the leg. Okay. And then this
But yeah,
becomes.
and then the moon-sized battleship, once they left
This?
Earth orbit, gets wildly out of hand, and they eventually end up in a black
Here?
hole.
Porque Maria.
Yeah, and like the last fight is like galaxy-sized Echo.
So that's
How? There's not enough metal.
They
Where-
create a pocket dimension.
this.
God damn it.
Is
and
this?
they start throwing galaxies at each other like giant.
Yeah. I'm gonna read that.
This has to come off.
How do you make a mecha that big? There's not enough metal and it would crumple under its own weight.
Yeah, no, spiral energy.
Where does this
What?
go?
Spiral energy.
That
This
was
is-
kind of the thing for the whole thing.
They literally.
Oh,
That's
this
the actual thing is they're
goes
getting
here.
their power. The
Oh wait, that's his head. Hang on, I gotta
the
take
next
this
stage
off.
they're so big that they
Carbonation.
remain at that size. They will collapse the universe.
Okay.
Well, that's why they also made the pocket universe so that they could
That's his
be
head.
all.
Hang on.
Safe.
So that's
Well,
That's
they wouldn't
that.
just
Remember
That's
that
my
time I
favorite-
caught raw shit for not being able to explain how
okay.
40k battleships were so big and didn't crumple
And
under
then-
their own weight.
Yeah.
But Gurren Lagann is cool.
Yeah, because Gurren Lagann is my favorite anime of all time.
Fucking mental.
It's just because they have no sense of scale, and their budget was like this.
Hold on.
It-
Pause.
it's-
Stop.
What?
The mecha runs on spiral power, which can basically break the laws of reality, as it is the energy fueling evolution.
Yeah.
So, like,
Potential energy.
Yeah.
basically, it's time tiger radiation.
Yeah.
Effectively.
Just as
Yeah.
fucking mental and nonsensical.
Oh,
No, it's an awesome anime.
Where's your
dude.
spiral necklace? Is
Oh,
it up?
it's up there on the next to the Optimus. But yeah, the idea is
Yeah.
like, dude, it's an anime where the
It's a key.
main character escapes from prison, grabs his old posse, and says, "Okay, guys, our mission today is to destroy the moon." And the entire posse looks up and goes, "Yes!"
well, first of all,
Because they had an evening.
First of all, because they lived their entire lives underground,
Yeah.
they had a grudge against the ceiling.
Yeah.
Because it would always hit their fucking heads. As soon as they got out
That
of
can't
this
be real.
cave,
You gotta be fucking with me. There's no way that's real.
Yeah.
and as soon as they got out of that cave, they thought the sky was the new ceiling, and we're gonna
Can't
kick
be
the
real.
crap out of that huge ass sky.
That can't be real. There's
Yeah.
no way.
Dude, it's my favorite anime of all time. It's wonderful. I love it a bit.
I don't believe it. That's insane.
I'm gonna do a quick little search
So
for you.
what do we do with the legs?
1 second, I'm not there yet.
Oh, I see.
This, do this.
Okay. So then these just
Doc.
symmetrical docking.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh, that clipped right together, didn't it? Except not.
It's been more than 5 seconds now. Since what? Sam's been working on her. I really want to see this come together.
Find a long video for me to watch on Discord.
Oh, that's really fucking cool, babe.
I will watch the video. I promise nothing.
Yeah, Jordo, I in no way expect you to like this anime, but it is my favorite anime of all
Well, don't
time.
expect me. I don't like a lot of anime. Why?
What?
I don't like a lot of animes because they're
Listen
insane.
up, you bozos. We're gonna smash that big ass ceiling up there. Yeah, because they want to kill the moon.
Yeah.
Like, and they all cheer. Like, yeah, we're in it. This is what we do. We're psychos.
But it doesn't.
One guy fights a giant robot with a shotgun and he wins. This is not that kind of an anime.
Oh my god.
And everything has a goddamn face.
Yeah.
It's the fucking like buildings will have a big face, or the robot's chest will have a big face.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna start an anime studio, but first I'm gonna go buy a big bag of mushrooms for us all to do,
Hell yeah.
and we're gonna go make the greatest anime in the world because we'll all be high on mushrooms because apparently that's what it takes to succeed in that business.
Welcome to Gynax, where the budget is just goes up. We could have had a solid budget the entire series,
I
but
think you
no,
have the head
we
backwards.
started low and we went big.
Because that's his rocket pack from the back.
See, I'm concerned if we play a girl login game, I'm just gonna be thinking too small the whole time.
You will be.
Ow.
You
I
okay?
need bigger.
Yeah.
I need bigger.
Yeah.
I need bigger. That thing, I'm gonna kill it and take its big thing.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Well, I mean, I feel like I pulled some of that shit in the main games.
Yeah, like when you went inside the kaiju's head and used it like a giant robot.
Yeah,
That was thinking big.
I feel like I need to kind of
I
get
need
to
to
that level
take
of
this
thinking.
off there because I need to put this on.
It's looking really good.
Brace your inner reality buster. See, if that's the flavor of the game going in, then I'll do it.
Must always think bigger.
I do often try to always think bigger.
Do you think I just had it backwards entirely?
You might have, because let me see. Wow, that looks really good.
Robot analysis.
That looks so good, babe.
Eventually your drill shall pierce the heavens.
Yep.
That's the big theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, the main character was
This-
supposed to be a wimpy little kid, but he made the best friend any human being could ever ask for.
And
A
that would be-
rampaging psychopath with a katana
Okay.
who doesn't know how to work a gun, but will punch a giant robot with a gun because he doesn't know how the gun works.
Yes, he was a cave primitive.
Yeah, it's basically a caveman. It's just like, I can
Well,
do
they
the
all grew up in a cave.
yeah, I can do the thing. You really can't. I'm gonna beat up the giant robot and steal it. Why? Because I want it, and he did.
But yeah, the whole.
But he can work the giant robot, but not a gun.
Yeah, he didn't know how the gun worked.
God damn it.
but,
He figured out the giant robot real fast.
Because thanks Simpsons for sending me the music.
But there were explosions happening on the surface, and in their cave home, the ceiling would collapse and kill their loved ones. And
Oh my
so
god.
they would have this grudge against the ceiling because they didn't understand it.
That's insane.
They were underground for so long.
This pops off over here.
By God, does Kamina beat the crap out of that giant robot. I think Big Mike knows the scene I linked to the Discord. If it's when Kamina got his mech, I know that. I know that show back to front. But yeah, there's literally, he gets a giant robot and fights, he pilots it so badly, he breaks the arms and legs of that giant robot. They have to give him new arms and legs because he breaks his so bad.
Why would they give him more robot bits?
Because he's the only person to successfully steal a giant robot.
From the Beastmen, who were tasked with keeping the population low so that people would not
I don't think this goes here. I think that just pops off. and then this
overuse
goes
the spiral energy. 'Cause
here.
everybody has a little spiral energy in them.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was. It was effectively like a proactive
Oh, the parts
Thanos
go.
snap,
Okay, hang on. Where's that thing? This thing. The
keeping people
parts
from
go.
using
So this goes.
from using up the plentiful resources.
When they first combine the mechs, the head mech literally drills into the top of the other guy's mech, where the drill actually goes into the
And nearly
cockpit.
stabs him in the head.
He's just like, I got a plan. We're fighting a guy who's tougher than us. He's got two heads on, right? Yeah. So we're gonna have two heads. Grabs a little mech, shoves it, and says, "Let's do it!" And it works.
That's what? What?
The thing is,
Yeah.
it doesn't work at first.
Yeah, no kidding.
It
Because
ends
he
up
just
being
shoves it and
minor.
he wrecks his mech, and the guy's like, "You just ruined your own mech." No, I made it better.
And the head's on crooked, so he's like,
Yeah, it's crooked in there.
and then he fights with this one guy tasked with like keep killing him, and he steals his hat and puts it on the little mech.
Yeah, they forgot they stole his Viral's helmet.
Is this why you like it? Because it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
I love it because do you want to know the real reason why I love it?
Yes.
Okay. Because it was a really hot-blooded, inspirational mech show, and it came out in 2007. And if you know anything about me at that time period, you'll know why I needed something like that at that time.
Guarantee you I don't, but okay. I will believe you and take your word for it. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I objectively have admitted many times that I have the wrong. I cannot criticize Gurren Lagann because of when it came out and how it had a positive impact on my life.
Okay.
So that's just how it is for me.
Okay.
We shall, however, criticize
You can criticize it.
Gadget.
You guys can criticize it all you want. It's in no way going to change my opinion of that show.
No, I was trying to remember the name of Inspector Gadget.
You know,
That's not what you like that show.
it is as wacky as all
Like
get.
it at all.
It is as wacky as all balls get out, but it's a lot of fun.
Okay, I'm down for wacky. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't dislike anime in general. I just have a hard time finding ones that I do like.
I was right. I was right. I was
Yeah.
right.
All right.
Yeah.
Like, I do give a fair number of them a fair
Did I screw you
shot.
up, babe?
You did.
Give him a fair
Because
shake.
his...
I do. I promise I do.
Because his...
I just usually have such a hard time with the main characters. Like, what was that one with the Titans?
His right side is supposed to be on this side.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, with the wall.
Oh, Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that one. I tried to like that one. It had a great
'cause it's
concept.
supposed to go this
The main
way.
character was insufferable.
Yeah, there's a reason. I've read ahead as to what happens to him, and it's
He's fucking awful.
he's supposed to be the bad guy.
Well, he sucks right from the day one. So, I mean, like, I have a hard time following because I'm like, I hate listening to this guy whine about everything.
Yeah, he stops whining and starts really becoming a psychopath on a real level.
Yeah.
Because
I tried doing, what was that one where there's alchemy and stuff in the robot?
Full
guy?
Alchemist.
Full
Full Metal Alchemist. See, I'm like right on the tip of my tongue with the names.
Yep.
I tried watching Full Metal Alchemist. Apparently, I watched the wrong one.
Yeah, probably if you say that.
And I was like, meh, it's okay. It seemed really uninspired.
So yes, this is the Gurren Lagann.
Okay.
That's the helmet they stole, and the little head on top of the shoulders is Simon's mech.
I can't see the helmet. I can't see the one on the shoulders.
Oh no,
The head, the actual literal head of it.
like that head is
Yeah.
Simon's mech.
Okay.
They stole the helmet,
Okay.
and then the rest of it is Kamina's mech,
Okay.
and those are the replacement arms.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how are they replacement? They look like they were meant to be there.
No, they were
paint job.
Okay.
and they painted it. Yeah.
Okay.
His legs were stumpier
Yeah.
before, and yeah, sunglasses are a big fucking thing
Yeah, he just had sunglasses mounted on his mech.
Why not?
Because he wanted them.
because
Sure.
it's a weapon.
What?
They take it off the
so dumb.
chest of the mech and they throw them.
What was it? I tried to I watched the first 5 or 6 episodes of Psychopaths
Okay.
on the first season, and again the main character was insufferable, so I couldn't get through it.
okay, so
Oh yeah, and here's the galaxy
this
mech.
this week this
Yeah.
Throwing
this is how it
galaxies.
happens.
Yikes.
It's
Everything
called the
has a
Giga
face.
Drill Breaker Shadow Crown. I love that anime.
There was. I liked One Punch Man, but I think a lot of people who don't generally like anime like that show.
Yeah, generally speaking, yeah.
So I feel like that was a big hit across the board. I liked it for, I don't know, just it seemed really self-referential and meta, so I really enjoyed that part of it.
I need to go in.
What else? There was a bunch of episodes of certain Scientific Railgun I actually really liked.
Yeah?
Yeah. I tried to do, well, there was like a sister series to that, right?
Yeah, certain magical index.
Yeah, I tried to get into that one. I didn't like it. You'd think I would like that one more, you know?
Yeah.
But didn't. Actually, I didn't dislike it. I watched a fair number of episodes. It just kind of fell out of it.
That's fair.
There you go. Because I
Goblin
was
Slayer?
wondering what those were doing in the front.
Oh,
Because I'm
boy.
like, those
I have never
those
watched
don't
Goblin Slayer. I don't know
good.
if I'm going to.
the way that.
Overlord I liked. Right?
Yeah, Overlord's great.
I find that once they stopped being about the whole this used to be a game thing, it started getting into the weird plot. It kind of fell away from me. But based on that, people have said that I would like Sword Art Online, I think.
You won't.
Sword Art Online's not as good.
Oh, they're
You will
making a third series for the Magic Index and Railgun.
Yeah.
That one called Acceleration? Or whatever.
Yeah, it's not like Railgun's real good. Generally speaking, I end up skipping a couple episodes just because they're fluffy, and I usually don't stick around for fluff episodes.
Oh, if you want something that's just kind of nutty, there's what's the name of that one where there's pilots for dragons? That camouflage, yeah, accelerate. But I'll find the name of it. But it's the Air Force has been tasked with hiding the fact that dragons still
I
exist.
think I've seen that around somewhere. I don't remember it. But yeah, so I'm not wholly against anime. I just have a hard time finding ones I like. The end.
The end. He says, we're 1 minute left on stream. Sam is racing against the clock to get her thing
Here
done.
we go. Hisone and Masotan.
Yeah, I got no. It's fine.
Yeah, that one's fucking crazy.
So Sam, what are those supposed to be? Are they weapons?
Yeah, the Tonfa.
Anfa, fancy. It's like I can't get up this fire ladder. What happened to it? It's like, oh, I hit it a bunch of times on a guy.
There you go. This is the quintessential image of the show.
Wow.
Mike,
Because
I'm
they
not
do it
watching
from
Elfin
the
Lied. Sam won't let me, and I don't want to
Oh
watch
my
it.
god!
What is that?
It's so gory.
It's so just...
Is it anime or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
like Ninja Scroll gory?
Oh,
No.
worse.
Fuck off! How do you get worse?
There's literally a part where a bunch of little kids beat a dog to death.
Ew.
And another one where they use magic to remove a man's heart.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, my first introduction to anime was Ninja Scroll.
That's awesome.
That's a good
I love
introduction.
that one.
I love that anime.
Ninja Scroll's real good.
Yeah. I gotta get the last 2 issues of the Wildstorm comic for that I'm missing. Yeah,
What?
there was a Western comic for Ninja Scroll, and it's actually really good.
All right, I got Choryujin
Yay!
on time.
Just in time!
Just in
Holy
time.
crap.
That's pretty metal. I like that.
So, this is my favorite Gal Geiger Brave.
And here is, of course,
That's
Geigar.
Geigar.
Flip it around.
Flip it around because it's gotta go the same
Oh,
way as I
sorry.
do.
That is Geigar.
They're about the
There
same
you
size.
He's smaller.
Yep.
Yeah, the lion one is the size of your individual guys.
Yeah,
Womp
his
womp.
hand fell off. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Those,
Sam. How do you feel?
I'm really happy.
Your first completed model kit.
I know, I'm really happy actually.
Have you seen Goblin Slayer? I've seen the first episode of Goblin Slayer, and I've read a good chunk of the
I
manga.
think everyone's seen the first episode
Episode
at
of
this
Goblin
point.
Slayer.
And that
I wanna make it a
happens to
bridge.
turn a lot of people off.
I want to abridge that series.
Oh.
I really do. I do. Because I know how to abridge it. And it'd be funny as hell. And not as terrible.
As horrid.
Yeah.
Hide the fact.
Well, because it's the entire thing would be you'd have it be like, we should go in here. Okay, but it might be dangerous. No, I'll be fine. And just like 3 seconds of them screaming, and then Slayer comes up. And you just have him whistling as he walks up, right, as he does in the anime. And it just goes, and he's whistling tequila. And he walks up and when the goblin stabs him, he just mutters, tequila.
There is already an abridged.
Yeah, no.
Someone beat you.
There's like 2 of them.
All right,
They're not
thanks for
very
coming out.
good.
So thanks for coming out and watching. I'll see you later.
Yay.
Everyone have a good night. We will be back
We're not
next.
gonna make you Tipsler.
We're gonna be back next week, Sunday, 7:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Join us. We will have tweets and such about it. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe these videos. Punch the subscribe button. Donate. And
Ring that bell.
don't hit your kids.